Hey, thanks so much indeed for logging on. There is even more exclusive material and behind-the-scenes stuff about The Office on this web page.
That's the good thing about the internet, that you put loads of shit on there. Doesn't matter how long it is or how fucking boring it is. If you want to stay up all night watching something, you can. You will. When we went along to the BBC in about 1999, and they said, do you think it's going to be a sitcom? We went, yeah. I said, as long as I'm in it, we write it and we direct it. And they went, well, I said, no. I said, if I don't get the main role, we direct it and we write it, you can walk. And Steve went, in future, Rick, can I do the talking? He was a little bit worried that, as a nobody, I was laying down some ultimatums.
Specific demands from the off. But I think what was weird was, because Ricky had never set out to be an actor or a comedian, and he wasn't chasing fame, and he wasn't desperate to be on the telly, his feeling was either we do it in the way that we think it'll work, or we don't. And it's, you know, he'd rather go back and do his regular job than sort of compromise it. And whereas I was panicked, you know, I was thinking, I want to be on the telly, I want to be famous and rich. What are you doing, you maniac, you stupid fat old maniac? So I was a bit more panicked, and I was trying to kind of... But somehow I think his kind of forcefulness worked to our advantage in the end, because you need that confidence in a way to sort of see your vision through.
But we've sort of kept that up. We've never taken anything to get a stepping stone. We've never compromised. We've never did things that we didn't want to do to get somewhere. And it sort of makes you bulletproof. If you really can walk away and just go, oh, OK, we'll leave it, then, you know, the bits that you're left with are your vision, are where you've had total control. And I think that's quite important. Because otherwise you're...
Yeah, if you're successful, otherwise you're just living in your car.
Oh, dear.
The thing that interests me about The Office, which was so brilliant and in a way educational, was that it, you know, revealed the tremendous flowing emotions that happen inside an office. You know, a lot of sitcoms have to do with family, a lot of sitcoms have to do with friendship, and everybody knows all those dynamics. And then you underestimate sort of how complex the lies are that we tell in the workplace.
Everything happens in the workplace. I think the fact that it seemed small, that it was literally just an office, is exactly the point. I think you could go into a shoe shop or a place where they sold ties, and it would be equally compelling.
Because we were so naive, though, we were thinking, well, there's not going to be any actors that will be able to be convincing and real and naturalistic. We're going to need to, you know, grab people off the street. I mean, we had grand plans, you know, sort of auditioning in village halls all over England to find these real convincing people. And then we realised that real convincing people are terrible. That's why they're not actors. And that actually really good actors can just do an amazing job. And a lot of people always give us credit as though they say, was it improvised? Was lots of it improvised? But it's the actors who are just so good at making those lines seem real.
We knew that as well. It's 99.9%, you know, in the script, and so we needed people to do that like they were saying it for the first time, and there's the real skill. But we did want unknowns, and we kept to that. We didn't want people who'd been, you know, in soap operas, and so because we wanted people to suspend their disbelief long enough, just for the first 2 minutes, to think, is this real? Is this a real documentary? And I think we sort of got that to a certain extent.
One of the things that Gervais and Merchant have really got right, that so many people get wrong in comedy, in sitcoms, is that if you're going to have a character who is a twat and a bit obnoxious and whatever, the way to make them watchable is to make them also lovable.
I think that David Brent is probably a good boss for a paper company, you know? I think that, you know, he's big on morale, he's entertaining. I don't know, like, I think people would sort of be fortunate to have David Brent as a boss at that stage of the game. But maybe I'm just thinking that as a guy who I would just be laughing constantly at this guy, you know?
It must be really exhausting being Brent, mustn't it? It's you are looking around and at a room full of people plus a camera and needing to assess really quickly in your head how you have to be to please each one, make each one think you're funny, and each one respect you. And you can't do it, you know, with everyone. I'd be exhausted if I were him. I wouldn't have it in me.
I liked Tim very much. I really liked him. He didn't seem a million miles away from me in terms of his sense of humour or in terms of his self-deprecation and his. This is a dangerous thing to say now, but in terms of his wit, you know, I like funny stuff, and he likes funny stuff, and he sort of likes taking the mick, and so do I.
Tim's job is to just, sort of like Chandler's job was, to just be an observer of all of it and, you know, let us in. You know, he's the guy that is making fun of it and making comments about it and letting the audience know it's okay to laugh at the ridiculousness of this, you know.
Tim, of course, is us. Tim is the normal audience watching. And, you know, Tim's look to camera was sort of saying, are you getting this? This is what I put up with every day. So that was very important as well, because he was, you know, surrounded by idiots, and he was the sort of dissatisfied Socrates in a room of satisfied fools.
We had spent so long talking about the characters and people from our own lives that were like those people that we sort of had quite vivid ideas of what they should look like and sound like and be like. So I suppose we were sort of looking for actors that could...
Which turned out to be naive because, of course, for example, Gareth was meant to be quite a strapping sort of squaddy type. And we, you know, were looking for those types. But, of course, when Mackenzie walked in, that went out the window.
I knew from the moment I read the script that this was the one I had to get if I was gonna have a chance at having a career in acting. You know, I'd been doing bits and pieces of TV, and I've been slogging around the stand-up circuit for a decade, and this is the one that stood out. The script was just so good, and I knew that this was the one I definitely had to get, and so I had my heart set on it. Yeah.
Gareth said these such awful things, but in such a delicate way, and I've never seen it done before. I've never seen, you know, someone who really should be this kind of big old red-faced, sweaty bloke saying all these ghastly things, but it wasn't. It was sweet Mackenzie, who is such a nice person in real life, that I loved the juxtaposition of it, and I thought it worked brilliantly.
Subconsciously, he's probably disappointed to find himself in this position in life, but he can compensate for that by having these delusions of grandeur and giving himself a title and making out he's a bigger person than he is, more important than he is, and it gets more respect than he actually does. So yeah, the title is very important to him, and his desk space is very important to him, and yeah, his pseudo-macho hobbies are very important to him. They all make him into this person that he wants to be, rather than this little man that he actually is.
The first time I went in, I just read with the casting director. The second time I came in, I read with Ricky. And I loved that because you could actually, because I knew that he was going to play Brent, you could actually see things come to life, and you could see what road they were going to take in terms of style. Sometimes I went in for one script that I actually did like, and then in the audition it was like, come on, bigger, 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 think pantomime times a million, and I'm not very good at that. I'm, you know, sort of a one-trick pony, and kind of I'm always asked to sort of, you know, speak up, and so The Office was sort of perfect for me because I could just sort of kind of be myself.
I do think it is one of the great casting triumphs of British television. I mean, I keep being haunted by that sense of how revolutionary the casting seemed and the performance style. But every single one of those characters is so perfectly cast, and in a sort of new, informal way. It's not a big, rounded, performed thing. It was just a way of finding people who would fit that style perfectly. And when you do cast things, you realise that you're always casting for style. Someone can come in and be very funny, but they're not right for you. they're funny in a slightly different way. Their tone is slightly bigger or smaller. And I think the perfection of the casting, you know, all credit has to go to them for that, for how perfect everybody was, as it were, right down to the glory of Keith.
て知らないの思いがるかも開けたならば全て壊すのなら黒になれ
Hi, I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant. Hello. And the little round-headed buffoon, that is Karl Pilkington. We're here to ask you to donate generously to Comic Relief. Karl, thoughts? Good cause?
I don't want to put it down, but... No, it's just every year. If I was watching this at home, it's kind of like, here we go again. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
If you want to give, give. If my dad's watching this at home now, he'll go home. It's not tonight, is it? He hates tonight. My mum gets annoyed because EastEnders isn't on. It changes the schedule. I don't like it when I see, you know, JLS sat in a tub of beans going, call up, makes no difference. I've made my mind up. It annoys me that they're sat in beans. There's people going hungry across the world. They're sat in a... God knows how many tins that is. It just seems a waste.
Right. But you think the cause is a good one?
But it's every year. So people, I think people sort of go, oh, not again. How many times, if you had a mate who kept saying to you, you couldn't lend us a tenner, could you? How many times do you go, right, OK, this is the last time. We keep giving you money every year.
Right.
And each year you come back again with your hand out. How long are we going to keep doing this?
That's what you feel about Richard Curtis, who's behind Comic Relief.
Well, Richard Curtis, I never see him doing the bad stuff. He's never out there, is he? He gets all his mates to do it. Look at this I've arranged. Meanwhile, he's at home. I've never seen him in the thick of it.
No.
Lenny Henry, he's out there all the time.
Yeah.
You know, he's good. But Curtis, I bet people at home watching this haven't got a clue about Richard Curtis.
And yet he's the one who's going to get the knighted.
Is he?
Well,
Definitely.
Inevitably, yeah.
Definitely. I'd love it to mean something these days. I go, well, you've made a Knight of the Realm. And he goes, oh, brilliant. And I go, right, here's the suit of armour. Get on that horse. We're fighting the French. Let's see his face then.
Yeah. Straight back onto Lenny Henry again.
I feel that Karl's perhaps been a bit negative about Comic Relief. Can you give us your appeal for people to contribute to Comic Relief?
I just wish they'd focus on one charity. Just one thing a year. They go, this year, we're going to sort that out. And once we've raised money for that thing, we're not going to be knocking on your door again saying, we want some more.
OK.
That is it.
What should we do? What charity do you want to solve? Everyone sends the money...
Well, just something important. In the paper the other day, they'd raised money for a pair of slippers for an elephant.
Right,
now,
why?
I love elephants,
yeah.
But it annoyed me. This picture there, 500 quid it was for a pair of slippers. Why?
Because he doesn't want to stomp around the house in his shoes.
We can't say that.
Exactly. You know, and sometimes he wears them over to the newsagent.
You shouldn't go out in slippers. They're for shoes in the house. Right. And then that's what happens. It will nip out with them on. Then next year, the elephant needs slippers again. And out again. In the street, there's always people. London, it's a nightmare. Honestly, you'd
What,
nip
the people
out.
with the clipboard?
Yeah, you couldn't avoid them. You cross the road, there's another one there. What am I going to do? I mean, a lot of the time, I think it's harder if you're a woman, a young woman, because the bloke's got them things on, Greenpeace or whatever, deafkids.com, and they normally approach young women and they use it as a bit of a chatting up thing. You know, look at me, I'm a good bloke, doing a bit for charity. It's always with a good-looking woman, not like some toad-looking woman. He's always a good looker. Now, why is that? There's no evidence that says a good-looking woman's got more money.
If you're watching this and you haven't been stopped regularly to give charity, you probably look like a toad.
Red Cross, they've got more out of me. They keep calling up now they've got my number. Whenever there's a problem in the world, that phone isn't for me anymore. It's no use for me. It's just like the sort of Mother Teresa line. She's dead, who else can help us? Well, we've got Carl's number, give him a call. He's got a few quid. Honestly, that's how it seems every time. But I've told you, help the aged. You sign up, you give them your bank details. You're going to be looking after Edna. And they give you a little picture of Edna. She's sat there with one of those sort of pennies on. It tells you what it's going towards. Pay you £10. That will go towards keeping Edna warm, right? Get another pack, about a month later, open it up, there's Edna, she's got a tan. So that's what they're doing with the money, not just keeping her warm, popping the gas on, sending her away on holiday. If they sent me a letter saying Edna's going on holiday, I'm not putting money towards that, I'm paying for a gas bill. And that's what puts you off charity. The more you find out, the more you sort of turn against it.
So you're saying it could be a con?
Well, you do have to be careful with a lot of charities. Yeah, I'm sure this one's legit and money's going to the right places. But you never know.
Now, I understand the cynicism. It's a drop in the ocean. It doesn't solve anything. It's people showing off on telly, right? Trying to get a bit of kudos, whatever, right? But what is nice is the ordinary people who do give so generously, and they're moved, and they might not have a lot of money themselves. Even people on welfare benefit, they're on the dole, or they haven't worked, they hand over a £5 to someone. Isn't that heartwarming?
People on the dole hand over money.
Yeah.
Well, that's easy. That's not their money to give away, is it? No, it is. You give me some of your money, I'll give it away. That's easy. It's when you've been working all week. Got a boss moaning in your ear. Quick, we've got to get this done. Can I have holiday? No, you can't. We've got a deadline to meet. But I've booked holiday now. My wife wants to go away. We've got a big order on plumbing supplies.
What's the order coming in?
It's a big order from abroad.
What do they want?
Extra U-bends.
Oh, come on, how many U-bends do
No,
we
we need to get it done.
But it's
Get
Friday.
back to work, right? Now, you need a holiday more than anyone. If they're on the dole, they're not stressed out. It's not their money. I can give money away that isn't mine.
Carl, what do you make of Comic Relief Night itself? Do you watch? Does it make you laugh?
I just feel like it goes on too long. You know, and they keep saying, this is the figure, you know, we're after. Let's beat last year's. Well, no, let's not. Let's not beat last year's.
Okay.
Because then next year you'll want even more. I said, let's have a bit of a lull. An all-time low this year. Let's try and do that. So next year it's easier to crack. I've always thought that. It's tricky, this, because it does look like I'm having a go.
No.
All I'm saying is, if you haven't got that much money, the money you have got, you spend wisely. Over in Africa, you've got the all-time high, 50 million. Well, let's go mental. No, let's not go mental. Just give them a few million, see how they get on.
Right. Give generously, but not too generously, because tonight we want an all-time low.
Thank you.
Excuse me. I'm here to pick up a dwarf.
Oh, yeah. Drunk and disorderly and riding a children's tricycle down a dual carriageway.
Right. They can press charges?
No, if you're happy to take him into your custody.
Yeah, OK. Whatever.
Yes, sir.
That's what I mean. As soon as they even think they're in a film, they're going to get wasted.
My name is Maximus Minimus. And I'll have my end away with your wife or the next.
We had to confiscate his sword.
I've got my own sword. My bog sword. Ha! Whoa!
He's thrown up over his own penis. You're not getting in my car smelling like that.
No need to. I've got my bike.
No, Pete, you can't go on the bike. Not again. No, whoa! Stop! Pete, stop! Oh, don't go on the dual carriageway. Take the back roads. Just, what is he? Ah. How long's that going to take him to get home? Oh, no, he's off. Look, he's just flailing like a dung beetle. Oh, it's pathetic.
He likes Richmond Park. He goes, I like to see all the deers. I went, it's deers, plural, you don't need to say deers. I try and educate whenever I can.
What's that one?
I said,
that deer is already plural.
Yeah, deer is plural. I said, you know, like sheep or fish. So you can say fishes. And we were laughing at it. I said, do you know the plural of mongoose? Because a lot of people think it would be mongoose. It's not, it's mongooses. Do you know what Carl said?
Plural of mongoose.
Mongoose, yes.
Plural of mongoose?
It's worth a competition. No, it's not. No.
No, go on.
Carl, what did you think the plural of mongoose was?
Mongs.
I phoned him up. There was a front cover of the, I think it was the Telegraph one day this week, and it was an ironic story. It was a fluff piece, but it was a funny story. It was about a monkey in a zoo that had a ruck with its father because it's adolescent. It was like the equivalent of like 16 to 18, and it had a fight with its father, and it escaped. It ran away, and it was like, you know, an interesting story.
Yeah.
I phoned Carl up and said, "There's some monkey news. A monkey has escaped from its cage after an argument with its father." And he said, "What was the argument about?" I mean, he thinks like Homer Simpson.
Yeah. Amazing.
What was the argument about? Like, the zookeepers are going, oh, look, oh no, he's brought up his untidy room again. The father, oh, look, he's caught him smoking again. I mean, what do you mean, what was the argument about? They have fights. They have fights and then it ran away.
His dad wanted him to go to college, but he just wants to quit and get a job.
Yeah, and he fancied a monkey in the other cage, and the father was saying, she's not good enough for you.
I remember, I was on a, I don't know if this is alright to talk about. I mean, it happened, so, you know, not worried about it.
It's alright to talk about. Everything's alright to talk about.
But I was on the train, right, coming from Manchester back to London, right?
Yeah.
And, got on it was like a Friday night, and it was heaving, you know, like the last train is and all that. And, absolutely chocker. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm walking through the carriages, thinking, oh, is he in his seats anyway? Anyway, everyone's like, it's heaving, right? It's people stood up in the doorways, you can't get in the toilet and all that. There's not going to be any chair knocking about. You know, walking through, and anyway, I see this one empty chair sort of in front of me, right? I think, oh, why ain't anyone sat there, right? I'll just rush to that, get to that, I'll get myself a seat, plonk myself down, right? And, sort of turn round, you know, see who I'm facing, you know, see who you're sort of having a chat with. Little fella there, right? Little, well, Down syndrome kid, right? Sat there, and, he goes, alright, and I thought, oh, right, not bad, but do you know what I mean? They're always talking, aren't they? You ask a lot of questions, right? So I was like, oh, here we go, 2.5 hours, and I couldn't get up because the thing is, that's obvious.
Sure.
Right? So that's like mean. I never want to be mean, do you know what I mean? No. At the end of the day. So anyway, so I think I know, I'll go to sleep.
Clever.
Right, so I shut my eyes, and he leaves me alone and that. So then, my phone goes, and I think, right, what do I do? Do I ignore it? Or do I open my eyes and see what it is? Anyway, I open my eyes, it's Ricky calling about something. About nothing, probably, actually, thinking about it. It wasn't even worth answering, right? So anyway, but I'm awake now, aren't I? So he's like, hello? And I'm like, alright, mate. And he says, you're muscly.
Oh, God!
And I said, yeah. And he goes, you know, why? So I said, no, just stand. It's, again, stressing me out, because I was thinking, why am I muscly? I don't go to the gym. And, you know, I mean, I'm not muscly, I'm in good shape and that.
Well.
So then, he wants an arm wrestle. On a crammed train from Manchester, so I've got another hour and a half of this.
Oh, well, if you talk back, he'd soon have got up and left. If you'd have started asking him questions, he'd have got up and left with the drivel you come out with.
So anyway, do you know when you're under pressure, you're thinking, well, he's said that I'm muscly, right? So, do I do it or not? What, and there's people watching, you know, not joining in, not sort of having a laugh and that with me, just like watching but pretending they're not.
Oh,
and I'm
God.
at one of those table seats, so, and he kept saying, come on, I want to arm wrestle. So, and he was getting loud, and I thought, oh, I best just have an arm wrestle.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I best just have an arm wrestle. What do you mean?
Get it over and done with. I had to. If he's going to keep asking, I had another hour and a half on the train.
Oh, God.
So anyway.
Oh, my God. I'm thinking who won.
Well, I'm thinking, were people putting bets on? How was it working?
It was stopped, and just as well, really.
What do you mean it was stopped? How far was it getting?
No. He was winning. I was struggling a bit, right? Yeah. And he was really like, you know, taking my arm down. And then he sort of let go and started laughing. And I thought, thank God he let go, because I would have made, you know what I mean? If I lost that, everyone's in the train looking, and all the rest of it.
It's suddenly serious to him. He's got to win this.
Anyway,
Pilkington.
But then he just, then we were chatting about favourite food and that. He liked sausages. And I said, you know, he said, do you like sausages? I said, yeah, they're alright. I like a bit of Chinese and that as well. And he was saying, oh, I can't have Chinese. Not allowed Chinese.
Why?
Dunno, he just said, just not allowed to have it.
I don't quite understand. You were given a gift. And the gift was a golfing day of golf.
And yeah, for my Christmas present, part of my Christmas present from Jane, a night away, 2 rooms, 2 rounds of golf, dinner for 2, right?
But not with her, I noticed.
Well, she doesn't play. No, she knew. No, it was a present. He was playing golf. It was a golfing day. She doesn't play golf, so I had to choose someone to take away. It's all right. It wasn't a romantic meal.
No, but that was my immediate thought. I was...
yeah. Me and Carl just getting in there in the jacuzzi together.
It just sounds like an excuse for Jane to have a day off from you. But you don't play golf, Joe. I know. Go.
Go. Yeah.
Enjoy yourself.
A bowling ball with my name on it. So, chose Karl, obviously. We went. It was a great day, wasn't it? Brilliant round of golf. Absolutely brilliant. Such a beautiful place in Stoke Poges. It's like a really posh place.
And are you a good golf player?
Well, we'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
Well, he bought the shoes especially for it.
Oh, brilliant. I'd love to have seen him in those little shoes.
I know, and they were no good because they were metal spikes, so we had to change them. He was annoyed straight away. He spent over £22 on these golf shoes. We hired a buggy. That was brilliant fun. I was bombing along, wasn't I? I don't drive, but it was great on that buggy. Well, you've been on a buggy with me, and you were a bit scared.
Yeah.
What? I nearly killed us once. I was just taking banks and things, but you don't see sort of bunkers, and he'd scream and go, "Stop!" And he'd put his foot down the brake, and then I reversed.
At one point, he sort of did a handbrake turn next to the lake, and then we had to reverse, right? And you just flick a switch and put your foot down. He did that without looking. I looked behind, there's a big oak tree there.
He screams, "Watch the tree!" Right? So
Dukes of Hazzard.
I kept jumping in and leaving him behind because I had to go to my ball. Anyway, so the first shot, I got on the driver. I honestly did one of the best shots I've ever done. It went straight down. It was great. I thought, phew, got away with that because it's always the first one because it's a clubhouse and you want to look good.
Yeah.
So. He tees up, right? And I've been saying, buy some balls. He just got 6 balls. I was going, what if you lose me? I want these 6 balls, right? He he tees up, right? Whacks it. It goes miles, like right angles, straight into these the woods, right? He turns around. He goes, go and buy some more balls. So I'm laughing because it's like impolite to laugh, but he broke the ice for me, and I was falling around. And then second shot, I go, you're off for 3 now. If you take another shot, he went, oh, right. So it's his third shot. He puts the ball down. He hits the ground before it and misses the ball altogether. And I was on my back, wasn't I? Unbelievable.
Actually rolling about on his back.
And we were terrible. I went round 107, he went round in like 119 or something.
Sure.
It was just rubbish.
How long did it take?
5 hours.
Of course.
And there was no one around, luckily. But it was fantastic. So then we go and have our meal. What annoys me, I said, right, I'll go for a run, you and I'll have a bath. I said, I'll see you at 7:45. At 7:55, I have to call him. He's not ready, so he's let me down there. I can't stand lateness or laziness.
You hate lateness.
Yeah, and he's let me down. Do you know his excuse? He fell asleep in the bath because there was no light bulb.
There was no light bulb in the bathroom.
So instantly he fell asleep. And he was late.
No, do you know what I mean, though, Steve? If you're sort of, like, nice and warm and what have you. I was tired anyway. I've been stressed out for 4.5 hours, right? My life flashed in front of me a few times in that buggy. So it's all sort of wears you down a bit. I thought, right, I've got a headache. You're going for your run. I'm going to have a bath. I walk in, put the light on. For some reason, it didn't come on, but I thought, it's all right. I'll just, doesn't matter. You can have a bath in the dark.
It's summer, so it's light anyway.
Well, there's no windows in the bathroom, so yeah.
So you were in the darkness.
So I'm in the darkness. I nod off because I'm shattered. He calls up, asking me. So I said, well, I won't. It doesn't normally take that long for me because, I haven't got like long hair. I've got a dryer and I can sort of one wipe.
Yeah. He's already 10 minutes late though when I called.
Well, 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Lateness is lateness. Next.
Doesn't matter. Dinner wasn't till 7:15, so we had like another 20 minutes anyway. So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but we said 7:45.
So he's calling up, hurry up. So I said, yeah, all right. So I get out. And drying like my tackle and what have you. Calls back again 30 seconds later. No, I don't. I don't like that.
You're not going to do that now.
Give it a wipe. 30 seconds later, come on. So I end up going downstairs to the meal area.
Naked.
With a wet shirt on and wet socks. I've got headache as it is. Meant to be a relaxing weekend.
But anyway, so we have our meal, which is really nice. And then we're sitting in the bar. I'm having a cigar by the fire.
Yeah.
Like we're having a rather nice Pinot Grigio.
Yeah.
He's there going, I've got a headache.
Is this 1955 that you live in?
I know. It's so right. And we are knackered because he's not used to work. I've seen him moaning, falling asleep. He's not used to it at all.
And you've been on your feet for over half an hour.
Yeah, right. So we didn't even walk round the golf course. We had a buggy.
Yeah.
Wasn't even exercise. So we get onto conversations. Talking about, he's asking me stuff about evolution. Tell me that. Why did the giraffe? What's that rubbish about the giraffe getting a long neck? I said, well, it didn't try and get a long neck. It was selected. And he said, but why would evolution do that? I went, well, you think that evolution didn't do anything? There's not this consciousness, there's not this will that a giraffe has to stretch its neck to reach the leaves. It won't have a long enough neck to survive and pass it in. He was going, yeah, but why did evolution... this isn't. But by the way, this isn't the most stupid thing. This is warming up. This is about 8:45, right? He said, "Why didn't evolution make a giraffe good at carpentry so it could build a ladder?"
Right. Yeah. Okay. No. All right.
Okay. So he's thinking around it. He's trying to pick holes in evolution.
Yeah.
We get on to, I said, well, things that I said, we can see the speed of evolution in lower life forms like bacteria, viruses, they evolved, and that's why, soon we won't have an antibiotic that can kill some certain bacterial strains. And he said, and this was about, 11:30, and I said, I'm going to bed, right? He said, in the future, they reckon that you'll be able to wake up and eat a yogurt you can have a chat with.
It's the re-education of Karl. He's like Liza Doolittle, and now he's coming. Or Lawnmower Man, if you've seen that film. More like Lawnmower Man, if you've seen the film. You know what I mean. And his homework was to just study quotes, really, on happiness and stuff and general well-being. He's not a big happiness quote fan, are you, Karl?
Not really.
So what have you done? You've come up with something, haven't you?
Right. Yeah, I told you, right? Because a lot of these are just things you say every day. They're nothing special. So what I'm doing...
Well, you say them every day.
Well, the sort of things you come out with and you don't even think about it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're on the TV all the time, people on the radio are saying these sort of little quotes.
Sure.
And, what I've done is, remember that programme on Channel 4, Faking It?
Yeah.
Where they got some, like, posh kid to be on a door and all that. What I've done, I've,
Imagine if that was the pitch for the show. Dear Channel 4, just gonna get a posh kid on a door or something?
Yeah,
Yours sincerely, Karl.
Come in. Yeah.
TV producer.
Yeah, yeah, go on.
So, what I've done, this little book of quotes, happiness quotes, I've picked 2 that are real.
Okay.
And I've made one up. Alright?
And we've got to guess.
And you've got to guess.
Okay, then, go on.
Well, I'll tell you what, Rick, why don't we, when we've heard them, we won't confer.
No.
You'll write down yours,
Yeah.
A, B, or C, and I'll write down mine, and we'll see how it
Okay,
goes.
Karl, off you go.
Right, and just because I'm looking at this book, it doesn't mean I'm actually reading.
No, I know,
Don't
no,
worry,
I know.
we're clever.
No, we know, we can't see,
Like, call my bluff.
Yeah, go on then.
Nothing is worth more than this day.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah?
Alright.
Yeah.
The way I see it...
Oh God, my head's gonna burst.
No, hang on.
My head's gonna burst.
No,
Hang
no,
on.
this might not be Karl's.
It might not be.
How do you know I haven't tweaked them a little bit?
Yeah, good
Okay,
point.
fair
Good
enough.
point. No, good point.
The way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you got to put up with the rain.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright?
Alright, yeah.
Okay, hang on. It's not here.
Come on.
Cat food.
Cat food, go on.
It stinks a bit. But, if you don't put up with the smell, the little kitten will die.
Steve! I don't know what to say! I don't know what to say. Imagine this in faking it. Imagine their faces when he says that and they're going, oh my God. Oh. Karl, play a song, mate.
We'll have to confer on this one.
I've been trying to take in too much information though, that's the problem recently. Well, I said to you last week, I've been like reading more books and what have you, and trying to take in too much, but the problem is, like even watching telly and that now, Suzanne said to me, you know, stop doing that, stop watching telly late at night and going to bed, because it's making your brain too active. And I'm sort of...
Heaven forbid.
And, you know, I'm trying to get to sleep and I can't, and then when I wake up, she had a go at me the other day, right? Because it was the night after watching The Fat Baby, right? Woke up in the morning, and, she had a go at me because as soon as I woke up, I said, something like, how can you freeze time? And she says, aren't you going to say good morning or whatever?
I'm gonna burst! Just imagine it, right? It's like the sun comes up through the window. Oh, she's like, Karl's like that, his little head. His eyes open, he goes,
One of those floppy night hats.
how can you freeze time? Oh, God!
But it's because, like, whatever, the night before I might have heard that on the news or whatever, and it's just been sort of whizzing round my head.
Sure.
And, you know, it was a big debate. I think have they found a way of doing it or something?
What are you talking about?
They've done something about freezing time and all that.
See, this isn't information, this is nothing. That is nothing, that. They've done something about freezing time. Imagine Jeremy Paxman coming on, going, well, the issues tonight said something about freezing time. It's, think before you talk.
No, but I don't worry about how to do it. I just think about what effects that will have.
They haven't asked you to get involved?
Well, this is what I'm saying, though. You can't explain it. It's a tough thing, isn't it? But what's the point in me worrying about
It's not a question. Do you know what he said to me the other day? This is unbelievable. This is one of the most stupid, incredible things I've ever heard. He was talking, and he suddenly stopped, and he was thinking about it, and he went, oh, I don't know what, he went, you'd never see a black ghost.
Extraordinary.
True, though, isn't it?
I've never seen a ghost, full stop.
There are no ghosts. There aren't ghosts.
No, but I mean when you just see them in, like, magazines and that.
And, what we got, is it time?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Right then, so, there's this monkey, right?
Right.
In Canada. It's in a zoo in, Toronto, I think it is. His name's Pascal. Right, and what happened was all the people in the zoo sort of said, you know, what can we do? Sort of spice the day up a bit. Right?
Yeah.
So they left.
Embellishing. No way this is a news story.
Let him do the news. Let him do the news.
Okay.
So they left.
Any dates?
Just let him read the news, alright? You wouldn't interrupt Moira Stewart.
It was about 2 weeks ago.
No, because she always says today, so you know it's news. She doesn't say, right, there was a monkey, right?
Well,
in Canada,
on,
right?
Just finish the beer all night.
A couple of weeks ago, in this zoo in Canada.
Right.
They got a camcorder.
Right.
And they said, let's leave it for the monkey to have a play with, right? So, anyway, they passed it around.
Won a BAFTA.
And a couple of chimps and that were rubbish at it. They were, like, filming the floor and all that, and the fingers were always in shot and stuff like that, right? But anyway, there was this one chimp called Pascal, right? Who,
annoys me that he calls them monkeys, though. They're not monkeys, they're apes.
He was a dab hand at it, right? He was, like, filming stuff, really good shots, you know, sort of nice mood and that. He used the lighting properly and all the rest of it.
No, he didn't!
This is the news. What are you talking about? This is the news.
Oh, so Steve, anyway, it's so annoying. You know it annoys me so much. Things like that. He was a dab hand. He was doing really good shots. It really annoys me.
Let's hear the news.
Anyway, right, so he started, at night, like, when the zookeepers went home, he started filming, like, other monkeys on the go, like, whilst they were at it, right? And he was filming them and what have you.
The Ron Jeremy of the zoo.
You know it's going to end up on the web.
So anyway, the zookeepers came in the next day and it's like, let's see what shots he's got. Anyway, he's got all this, like, you know, all these monkeys at it and what have you. So,
oh, yeah, this is, honestly, you don't know what this is doing to me, Steve. Can I stop him now?
So they thought, like, actually there's a few monkeys who aren't at it enough. Do you know what I mean? They have problems and what have you, so let's give them the videos.
That is so untrue! This is so untrue! It's so untrue that it was filmed by a monkey!
So
it's so untrue!
Right?
Rick, I don't know who to believe.
Oh, God! You're talking so much shit again! You must know that's not true. There's no way.
There's a load of tapes out.
Look at me! Look at me! Don't keep talking! Look at me! Yeah. You must know that's not true.
Can we just hear the end of this news?
You had to go at me last week because I didn't have the full story. I've got the full story. You're still not happy.
There is no way that, by chance, what should we do? Let's give him a camcorder. That could happen. Right. He then films him at it. That might happen. It might happen, but I don't think he'd keep the camera still. Two, they go, hold on, this is good stuff. This is good shit. This porn's good shit.
Anyway,
look at that. He's got a lovely shot. Yeah. So this is ridiculous.
Let me just recap because I lost my way there. So the monkey has filmed the monkey porn, and now they're showing it to the other monkeys.
Is he directing? Can you hear him saying stuff? Can you hear him go?
It's just like, you know, Chimp Pimp 1, 2, and 3, and all the rest of it, right? But anyway, so they've got all these other tapes because what happened was they said he's quite good at this.
Oh,
and the animals
God!
And the animals are happy having him around because he's not a human. He's just one of the gang. Do you know what I mean? So they started putting him in with other things like, you know, ostriches.
Right.
And
shit.
There was so, and you know they have a problem with pandas in Japan.
Yep.
So they've sent him out there, filming a bit of. Where are you going?
Honestly, you really annoy me. There's no way this is happening.
Can we just hear the end?
Why can't he just find a real story about a monkey?
Let's hear
the end is
He's in
really
China.
that he's going to China. He's filming the pandas and whatever.
No, he's not. They wouldn't send a monkey director. They would not send a monkey director.
Cruise Ashley Walters being jailed for 18 months. Obviously not a very good example to his young fans.
He should have got more.
Do you think?
I had a dream about him the other night.
Go on.
About the group itself.
Okay.
I had a dream that...
Were they all there? Because there's a
Yeah,
lot of them.
all of
I
them.
couldn't remember all their faces. The feature in a dream.
I had a T-shirt on.
He had etc.
Exactly,
He had
yeah.
two of them, then he had etc. Yeah.
I had a T-shirt on.
You had a T-shirt on?
Yeah, and it said on my T-shirt, "So solid poo." And I was walking down the street, and they came towards me. And they were
Wow.
just about to beat me off.
That's a great dream.
That's amazing.
That's an amazing
I love that.
dream
We've
for
all
a
had
30-year-old.
We've all had that anxiety dream. Oh my goodness! What if I
no.
meet the So Solid crew and I'm
Oh,
wearing a
God.
T-shirt that slags them off?
Oh, I don't believe it. Yeah, you know, yeah.
So what happened? Did you get beaten up in the
It was
dream?
one of them where
Okay,
I woke
good.
up. because-
So holiday, where did you go on holiday?
Sardinia.
Good.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, nice food and that. It's important, isn't it?
Yeah.
And nice beaches and what have you.
Excellent.
Always like a nice long beach to walk down.
Yeah.
But so we're having a nice walk, right? You know, nudists do me head in.
Sure.
Right.
Not a problem though, is it? It's not like being scared of spiders where they might jump out under the kitchen sink at you. You know what I mean? It's not a big problem being having your head done in by nudists.
Yeah, but it just annoys me. It sort of ruins the day a little bit because it makes me feel uncomfortable.
Right. Take your clothes off if you feel uncomfortable. It's much more relaxing.
Yeah, but well, anyway, right. So I'm walking along the beach, right? Lovely long beach, and what have you? You know, watching the sea, picking up shells and that.
And what are you wearing? What's your natural beach club?
When he says picking up shells, I imagine he's on all fours going, like that, you know what I mean, looking at things. Just like washing his nuts in the sea to get them tasty.
Yeah, going into the sea and then kind of shaking himself and all the water flies off.
Yeah.
I've just got, you know, flip-flops on, pair of shorts, and like a little light shirt.
Sure.
So anyway, walking along, and Suzanne goes, "Oh look," right, and there's this woman, German, I think, coming out of the.
How could you tell she was German? Underarm hair.
I'll get to it. Forget the underarm hair. She came out. It looked like she was smuggling seaweed.
I'm going to burst! Oh, God!
And the funny thing is, right, she,
Smuggling seaweed! Oh, God!
She
was a bit hairy down there, was she?
mental. I felt bad because I hadn't had a shave for 2 days, right? Looked at her, it was ridiculous. She might as well have kept her trunks on. It was just like she was wearing furry trunks, right? So anyway, so I'm walking around. So,
yeah, go on then.
so Suzanne's like, "Oh, look," and I'm like, "Oh, not again," you know, because every time we go away, there always seems to be one of these.
Is she by herself, this woman?
Well, the weird thing was, she was with her husband, right,
Yeah.
but he had shorts on, he was happy, right, but every time, like, because I walked past her, and he sort of ran off, because he's embarrassed. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing normal about it. What can he do? He can't go, "All right, mate," because he knows it's odd, right?
How
So
old was he? Sorry, how old was she?
It's hard to tell when someone hasn't got clothes on. You know what I mean? They always look older, don't they, when they haven't got clothes on anyway. But I'd say she was about 40, 41.
Okay, right.
So yeah, so I walked past, and the annoying thing is, she got there on a bike, right? No clothes on, little pair of boots next to the bike. So if you can wear boots, just pop some shorts on. You know what I mean? That takes more effort for me, putting boots on. So put the shorts on, right? So anyway, so the husband kept running off. I walked past, and I'm getting annoyed because I'm saying, well, we've got to walk past them again on the way back.
I
There's
like
no
the
other
fact
way.
that they're scuttling away when Carl walks past. Like when you lift up a bit of sort of iron sheeting in the woods and loads of mice run away.
Yeah.
It's like whenever Carl goes, that nudists run away.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
But no, so we sort of come walking back and what have you, and you know, I have another look and what have you, and he runs
Why
off again.
Why are you another look if it offends you so much?
Oh, you might as well just have a look. You know what I mean? It's just putting it on show and what have you. But the interesting thing was, I just wondered whether the husband.
If the husband would have knew, you'd looked at his tackle. Because remember when you went to see those two strippers and it was a woman and a man and they whipped their shorts off, you said you looked at his tackle first.
I think any bloke would.
Wow.
You would. You just check it out. It's natural, isn't it? You just go, oh, right. So it is normal or whatever. Because you don't know if you know what I mean? You don't know if what you've got's right until you see someone else's. No, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Go
But
on.
anyway, so, but he got us talking, because I was, then, as soon as I saw her, sort of, today's been ruined a bit, so I'm walking up the beach.
It's been ruined!
Walking up the beach with Suzanne going, how does it happen? Do you know what I mean? Why do people do this? What fun are they getting out of it and what have you? And, I just was thinking, is there any chance that that fella, right, didn't even know that she was a nudist until they went away? Do you know what I mean? Because I said to Suzanne, say if I met Suzanne, it's like we're getting on, yeah, everything's fine. And then you go off on holiday and you go, you haven't got much luggage. And she's like, no, it's fine, this is plenty, and I'm thinking that's weird. And then we go down the beach and she whips her knickers off. I'd be annoyed, but there's nothing I could do. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
So I'm just wondering whether that's what happened to this fella. Every time someone came walking up, he was like, oh, God, this is embarrassing. And he kept nipping off.
Yeah.
Finding something else to do.
Look at some shells.
So I'm wondering, Rick, if at some point, maybe today or in future shows, we should get a nudist, you know, one of those official nudist spokespeople, you know, because all these nudist organisations, get them on the phone, justify themselves to Karl, because, you know, in his mind, they are, what would you say, weirdos, freaks?
I don't quite get it. I was reading something in one of the supplements last weekend, and some journalist went round to some, whatever you call it, some resort or whatever for nudes and that. And it's
Were
just
they playing volleyball?
Well, the annoying thing was, bowls.
Why is that annoying?
Well, don't play a sport where you got to bend over.
Now, Karl, I got a little email via my agent sent from someone here, okay, sent from someone at XFM, okay, and I won't say it was, she just said, I thought this might be good for Ricky to use on Saturday, and obviously what happened is Suzanne has sent you an email in the week, it was Wednesday, and you've returned it, but I think you've returned it to the wrong email address. You returned it to someone here who, of course, immediately forwarded it to my agent for ridicule on the show. Don't panic, it's nothing that bad, okay? It's an email from Suzanne talking about your tea that night. Was Suzanne out on Wednesday night?
Was the an England game or something?
Yeah. So you were alone. You were home alone, were you, Wednesday night?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy your meal? Was it a quiche?
Go on.
Right. From Suzanne to Karl. Take the quiche and put it on the baking tray. Cook for 30 minutes on 190. Take lettuce and put on plate. Take 3 tomatoes, wash and chop into quarters. Place on lettuce. Take an avocado, chop in half. Remove the stone. Peel skin and slice. Place on salad. Put salt and pepper on, and a dribble of olive and balsamic vinegar dressing. Right? In brackets, small bottle behind the cafetiere. Right, in case he's reaching for bleach.
Yeah.
That's it. Trying to put everything else away. Right? Then sprinkle a smidge of parmesan on top. Remove quiche from oven, cut into quarters, and put on plate. Eat.
Oh, wow. Does she have to do that every single time? She's like...
No, it's just that I'm not that good at cooking, right? And to be honest, that was a lot of hard work. I didn't bother warming it up. And I did without the avocado.
Why?
Too much messing about.
He didn't even do that with instructions. It was too much.
But yeah, I'm not that good at cooking. And
Did you genuinely... That's not cooking, though, is it, Karl? That's
heating up a
slicing.
quiche. That's cooking it is making the quiche.
Yeah, but I'm just...
So could you have figured that out if she had left that note for you?
Why did she have to tell you what the olive oil and balsamic vinegar was?
Because I've put sort of cooking oil on my food once, and I said, alright, it's a bit... It's ever since, right, years ago...
I'm gonna die!
Years ago...
Oh God, they're leaving Mr. Magoo at home!
It was ever since I put sausages in the toaster that,
What do you mean?
I nearly set the flat on fire. Because, do you know, like, when you're grilling food in a pan and all that?
Yeah.
Sort of sausages spit and it goes everywhere, doesn't it? And it makes everywhere greasy.
In the toaster!
So I thought, well, just want to warm them up.
Yeah.
Bung them in the toaster.
Yeah.
What happened?
And she sort of caught... Well,
they got stuck and they sort of caught on fire, I imagine.
She came in just as I was sort of plunging it, and what have you, came in from work. She said, what are you doing? I said, no, I'm in sausages. Well, the oven isn't on. I know they're in here. What, you turn it off? Panicking and that. But I've never been into it. I've never been into cooking and that. At school and stuff, I didn't bother doing it.
Oh, every time Suzanne comes home, she must think, please be the house still there.
Yeah.
Please not let me hear a fire engine as I come round this corner. Oh, God, she comes and goes, oh, God, thank God. I bet she's always happy to see you when she gets home and you haven't burned the place down or introduced some howler monkeys or something. Unbelievable.
What I find extraordinary is there are people who are in sort of care in the community who don't need instructions on how to prepare food.
Oh, they do. They can do it. Yeah, you show them once.
Yeah,
they
and they've learned it.
Whatever you do, don't put sausages in the toaster, Johnny. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and they've learned it.
They don't put sausages in the toaster.
What is it? They put their fingers in.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Right, this happened in Pittsburgh, right? There was a rock band, and they've got this studio in Pittsburgh and what have you, and they're laying down tracks and stuff like that. And in the studio that they use, right, there's this monkey works there. Right,
I love the way he throws that in. Like he throws that in. This monkey works there.
No, it's just got a little gig there. He sort of it carries the equipment in, guitars. Stuff like that.
He doesn't.
He does.
No, he doesn't.
He just sort of cleans up after the bands.
No, he doesn't.
Emptying the ashtrays.
Doesn't
that
happen.
Sort of stuff. It
Doesn't
does.
happen.
That's the gig it's got. Anyway, right.
Gets women out of the crowd that they want to go visit
with one arm.
drag them back.
So anyway, right. So the band's in the studio, right? And one of the band members brings some A&R fella to the studio to have a listen to the latest track. Right?
Yeah.
So they hit play, and they're all there going, "Yeah, brilliant, this is good."
Oh no.
Anyway. So the fella says, "Yeah, I like the track. I especially like the bass on it." Right?
Right, this is bullshit.
So
this is rubbish.
So
and they hadn't laid down a bass track.
So this is. Have you heard it? So
Carl, please don't do this to me.
So the A&R fella goes, and it's like the band members are stood about, and they're going, "That's good that you liked it." And I'm saying, "Yeah, but what's he on about with the bass?" So
no, this is rubbish. This is absolute rubbish. Where did you get this from?
Please, because we never get to the end.
This is absolute nonsense.
So they played it back.
Yeah,
right?
and it's the chimp playing bass. Definitely not.
So they were like, "That's weird. We haven't got a bassist." Anyway, so they go, "Well, whatever, right?" So
we haven't got a bassist.
So
they go, "Whatever. Let's go."
Oh, forget it.
Нет, я не шпион. Я не шпион. Я умоляю. Oh, hey, look at you there. Do you want to speak Russian like me? Send me all your money.
Всем привет и добро пожаловать на мой канал. I'm an American and it is time to learn the Russian alphabet. This here is a normal American A. It makes the ah sound like ah, and the Russians stole this from the American language. This is a pregnant soap dispenser. It's pregnant with bubbles, so when you use it, it makes the b sound, b for bubbles. So this one must be a B as well, right? No, this is a V. Russians copied our homework and changed it just a little bit so that they would not get caught by the teachers. But you can't fool a smart American patriot. Я слишком умный. This is a non-pregnant soap dispenser. Since it's not pregnant, it will not have a baby saying goo goo gaga. This makes the G sound like in goo goo gaga. This crab-looking abomination scares the living shit out of me. For some reason that only Satan can grasp, this makes the D sound like da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. This looks like an E. E stands for egg. Now picture a chicken laying an egg. Seriously, think of a chicken pooping an egg out. What sound does it make when it comes out? You're right. Yeah. This makes the yeah sound. Now the E has eyes on it. This represents you watching the chicken lay an egg with your eyes. What would you say the moment the egg comes out? You got it. Yo boy. This is the yo sound. Yo. This is the handsome Squidward of Russian letters. I am not gay, but I am attracted to it. It makes the zh sound like zh, just like in the gorgeous language of French, zh. This is literally the number 3. This must have been a glitch that the developers accidentally left in during an update back in the day. This makes the Z sound like z. This is a backwards N. More proof that they ripped off the American alphabet and only changed a few minor things. This makes the E sound like E. And this right here is a backwards N with a really sexy unibrow on it. I swear I'm straight, I think. This makes a Y sound like at the end of boy. You know what I mean? This is just a K sound stolen from us again! Блин, это наша американская буква, блядь. And it sounds like K. If you look really hard at this one, it kind of looks like an elephant with its trunk out on the left. What do elephants do for fun? You're right, they lick things. Lick. Makes the L sound. This makes the M sound. M for monolingual beta, which you won't be once you learn Russian. This right here is my least favorite letter. It looks exactly like an H, but it's pronounced like an N. It confuses me, and now I sometimes pronounce H's as N's in American. I get really weird looks at Pizza Hut. This letter is why I have trust issues. Yes, it is technically an O sound, but sometimes it's an A sound for no reason. You just have to accept that you're absolutely with this one. This looks like a porta potty. You know one of those bathrooms you find at a concert or something? It makes the P sound This is an R sound. R. The leg on it that would have made it an R ran away. You get it? This is a heterosexual or homosexual C. In American, the C is bisexual, since it can make a hard k sound or a soft S sound. In Russian, it's either just straight or gay, since it only makes the soft s sound. This is boring as shit. It's literally just a T. This letter is a weeaboo. This makes the oo sound like in oo. Just picture it at an anime convention saying oo. This makes the F sound, fa. The F stands for holy frick! Why is there a stick stabbing the circle? For some odd reason, this makes an H sound, which is kinda harsh but not too harsh, like хорошо. If you saw my last Arabic vid, you know I suck at H sounds in every language. This alien looking thing kind of freaks me out. It's like a glass of milk that grew a little leg. It makes the TS sound like t. I don't know what's with them in making numbers into letters, but this is literally just a 4. It makes the ch sound like ch-ch-ch-chia. Shut up, пожалуйста. Shut up, sh. This makes the deep sh sound. This is the same thing as the last one, but it has a little pinky sticking out, so you know it's a bit more elegant. This is sh. It's less deep and more elegant than the sh. I think. I kinda suck. This is literally 2 letters. I don't know how they got away with this, but this is the ooy sound. Just kidding, it's the E sound, but I like to exaggerate. This is a bootleg Euro symbol, and it makes the E sound kind of like in the word etta. This looks like a fish, and you know what else looks like a fish? You look like a fish. It makes the U sound. This blatant disrespect for the American R is actually the ya sound. Ya. Ya is actually how you say the word I in Russian, so if you didn't know any words, now you do. Now let's see how good you are at reading Russian. Read this word. What? No, that's not how you say it. It's здравствуйте. Did you not learn anything from this video? Maybe you'd be better off learning Mexican or sticking with American, you monolingual beta?
I went to, what's the name? Harley Street. I went for a checkup. And like a medical. Posh, you know Harley Street, it's like it's the top doctors, isn't it? I've never been before. All posh buildings and that. Went up to the counter. I said, I see the doctor. They said, name, Give us 10 minutes, go and wait in the waiting room. Dead posh waiting room. Dead fancy. Big leather furniture and that. Loads of magazines. I mean, like a newsagent's. In the middle of the room on a table. Loads of them. So I'm looking through, and there's the top quality ones. Your Esquire, GQ, Classy, Yacht Weekly, all that. Country Life. Boys.
Boys?
There's one there, yeah. Boys. What's that? Right, lifted up like the one on top of it, and it's like Boys with a Z. 2 fellas stood there, looking sort of Italian looking.
Yeah. Right.
Dungarees on.
No shirt though.
No shirt, just dungarees sort of unbuttoned, hanging down a little bit.
Sure.
So no one else is about. I'm never going to buy a magazine like that.
You're going to tell us you looked through a magazine?
I had a little look, just because I thought, like I say, it's one chance.
You're always looking to learn, aren't you? You're always looking to learn.
Yeah.
Always open. There might have been something in there that I go, right, I get it now. I understand why they like doing that or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
So she said I was going to, 10-minute wait. I can have a quick flick through. Picked it up, had a look. Still none the wiser.
Why?
Well, what did you see when you opened it up?
Just loads of. I mean, like I've said to you before about, I don't know why you like looking at knobs when they've got one of their own.
Right.
There's no
right.
surprises there. You're not going to go. Oh, yeah,
Sure.
that's
Yeah.
nice. Some had like car oil on the face. Knob out.
Yeah.
There was someone sat on like one of them square things of hay.
Oh yeah, a
Sat
bale.
there, like sort of sat on it, straddling it.
Yeah, that must have been uncomfortable.
Again, knob out.
Yeah, just looking like it's normal.
That's
Sort of
crazy.
like
No
that.
farmer walks around like that.
What was the other one? There was motorbike. They always like them.
Yeah.
No, I'm going through and then like the content is all puns.
Right.
Everything was to do with knob.
Right.
That's the only bit they're interested in the male body.
Look at this bloke
It's
straddling
not-
this huge throbbing thing. The bike's not bad either.
Yeah, all that,
yeah.
loads of them. It was just all, just cock, just 100%. Like let's just talk about the knob.
That's a good name for a gay magazine.
100% cock.
100% cock.
Did it not at any moment sort of maybe slightly unnerve you that the doctor might come in and see you reading boys?
No, because I
Or
wasn't.
what about if I walked through? Because I remember once when you were in hospital about to have a tube going down your knob and you were sitting in your pants with stockings on and I walked through and you were horrified. So what if I'd have walked in then and went,
Yeah,
Carl, what are you
I
doing?
would have just said, look at this. Look at this, it's free.
And I said, why did you bring that with you?
No, I would have just said, look, does it look like I brought it with me? Look at this.
Yes, it does.
Well,
Because
what-
I've never.
what? So you
Because
look
I
at
would never see. You would never see a gay magazine in a doctor's waiting room. So I think you bought that and pretended that it was there.
That's the thing. I was amazed by that because there was no there was no Mayfair or anything. They just catered for like if you wanted a bit of knob action. It was really. I mean, really, I could have complained. So if you're gonna have this, where's a bit of the other?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had a bit of this. Where's a bit of the other?
I know one of the things that they had, and I thought they're really struggling with like ideas. They had a Sukoko.
As in Sudoku.
Yeah.
Sukoko.
Surely Sadico is better.
No, because it was like Sukoko.
Yeah, but it's Dick as well.
Subdico.
Yeah.
What? And it was still a Sudoku style puzzle, but it just had that name.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just
So
everything.
It was just Sudoku, but called Coco. That's amazing. That is amazing.
Now, if I was gay, do you know like
Let's
they
have
say?
a game of Lubo. Let's have a game of Knobopoly.
Noberation.
Noberation. Let's have a game of chess. Cock. Let's have a game of fuckaroo.
Well, that works for either sex.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how we spend our
Okay then,
Christmases.
fuck a poo.
Oh, God.
Carl, you've studied the Bible over the last couple of days.
Well.
And you're going to give us basically the Bible abridged. Is that right? Just condensed?
Just that, it's that time of the year when
Well, let's
religion.
talk about save it. Let's do a sermon. Everyone settle down at home. Turn the radio up. This is Reverend Karl Pilkington with the history of the Bible.
All right, thank you very much. Right, well, thanks for coming. Starting off, I started off at the beginning of the book. What have you?
The Bible, we'll call it for the sake of argument.
Right. There's quite a bit missing. It doesn't say about how sort of God was already about, so it doesn't go right back to the beginning.
Right. Okay.
God's already knocking about and that.
Yep.
Anyway, he made the world, right? He did all that, right?
Yeah.
He sorted out sort of sun in the day and that, so everything's light and you can see yourself about.
Right.
He did the stars and the moon for at night, right? I was thinking about that. If I was him, I probably would have just let it be day all the time rather than having two systems.
We're not criticising.
No, I'm not
Okay.
having a go. I'm just saying. I mean, it's easy now, isn't it, in hindsight, to sort of say, do you know what?
It's easy to really criticise him, but he was working.
He sort of loosened the top. You just got it off. Yeah, sure. Yeah, he did a lot of the work. Yeah, cheers.
No, I'm just saying though, like they mess about with the clocks and that because of farmers getting up in the dark and that. If it was day all the time, less crime and that. I'm just saying it might have been worth an idea.
You missed a trick there, is what you're saying.
But he moves in mysterious ways, so you don't know why he's done that. He might be thinking something that your small brain can't really.
Fair enough. I'm not having a go. Like I say, I'm just reading it and thinking about it. That's what it's all about, innit?
Yeah,
Education, get yourself
absolutely,
thinking.
yeah, go on.
Anyway, so he did all that. He made the sun and that, and then he said, "Oh, make some creatures and stuff." He made a load of birds, loads of different birds, creatures, animals, and that. Because with the world being so big, it's like if you buy a big house, you need more furniture, don't you?
Right.
So he made this, and he was like, "Oh, God, what am I going to fill it with?" So this is why he did all these.
Right.
Animals.
That's not actually in the Bible. You speculated there on the mind of God.
Well, I'm sort of just treating it like it's his big house,
Right.
isn't it? And he's filling it, he's making it look nice, different birds and what have you. Right? It's just my opinion. Like
It's making it sound like the Playboy Mansion.
yeah.
So anyway, right, so he does all that, and he thinks, right, I'll make a little man and a woman.
Sure.
Who we all know as, like, Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
Everyone knows their names, but at no point is their surname mentioned. Right?
Well, he's not going to have trouble with the post, is he?
So anyway, right, Adam and Eve are knocking about. God says to him, look, just enjoy yourselves and that, right? Do what you want, but I'll tell you this. I'm only telling you once, he said. He said, don't be eating fruit from that special tree.
Yeah.
So, they were like, alright, fair enough. He said, the tree that I'm talking about is the tree of knowledge.
Yeah.
So that's sort of made it a little bit worse, because it sounds good and that, and you're like, oh, knowledge.
Yeah.
Well, don't go in that door. Yeah,
It's that sort of thing. Instead of just sort of not telling them. Because I don't know, see, the tree of knowledge, what it had on it, by what I can work out, is it's an apple tree, right? And it's pretty tempting, isn't it, to have a little cheeky apple, because I don't know what they were eating back then.
Right.
Do you know what they were getting by on?
No, I don't know.
Right, so anyway, so they were like, yeah, alright, whatever. Eve goes for a wander about.
Yeah.
Right? Killing time and that. Bumps into this snake.
Oh, yeah.
And, Snake said, said, alright, you got an apple, right? And, he was selling it to her, he was going, it tastes good and that, right? And she's like, well, shouldn't really, but, you know, I've been told that I shouldn't eat that, because I think God said to her at some point,
get on with it. You're on page 1 at the moment.
This is absurd.
This is just unbelievable.
I know, but I'm just
Just get to the point. You're on page 1. You haven't moved on. Just get. Okay, we know Adam and Eve. What have you learned?
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying. He was saying don't eat it because it's dangerous.
I know. We know. Get on with it. Just get on. I mean,
But the thing is, people do eat things that are dangerous, don't they? Like, and pufferfish, even to this day, people are eating stuff that can kill them.
Yeah.
So it's not a threat. They're not that bothered. It's an apple, right? They're gonna have a little cheeky apple. Anyway, they eat it, right? God goes mental at them. He said, I told you not to do that. I've told you can enjoy yourself and everything. You've gone against what I said. You've eaten the apple. Adam and Eve sort of got told off and what have you. They went off and had kids. That added extra pressure. A lot of arguments happened. And, that's kind of part 1.
That is amazing. That is amazing. So, oh, you're an idiot. Really, you are an idiot.
Well, part 2 later then. I could eat a knob at night. I could eat a knob at night. I could eat a knob at night. Do you know what I mean? I watch it. I like those little trial bits, right? But what I don't think people realise is, right, it is hard eating a little kangaroo knob. Right?
Really? How do you know?
No, it's just, you know, you think about it and you go, oh, I couldn't do that, right? But what they never mention on the TV programme, which I think takes it to the next level, right? They're eating that at like 7:30 in the morning.
Sure. Right.
Which is worse, innit? Do you know what I mean? If I was there and Dex said, right, Carl, eat the knob, I'd go, hang on a minute, give us a few hours, let me get some rice and that on my belly, just sort of fill me up a little bit more, I'll pop back at about 6:30 this evening,
right.
I'll be ready. And I'd be happier then. It's just that thing of, you know, you don't want to eat animal genitals on and then do something.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying like I could eat a knob at night, but
just cut that out. We'll loop that.
I could eat a knob at night. Eat a knob at night. Do you know what I mean?
For centuries, life's big questions have challenged some of the world's greatest minds. The need for love, marriage, and lifelong commitment, the yearning to reproduce, and the survival of the human race, the search for a vocation, the desire to find happiness, and the inevitable death. But Karl Pilkington has not given a second thought to any of these issues.
This cat's cross-eyed. I've never seen that before.
Now he's turned 40, he thinks it's time he did. He's traveling around the world to see how other people deal with life's big questions.
We've had the Iron Age, the Stone Age. This is the about age.
Karl wants to know why people get married.
Just because two people love each other, they drag other people into it. Get on with it.
He wants to find out if you need to have children.
This is definitely confirmed that this is not for me, this, at all.
Do you need a vacation in life?
Tell you what, thirsty work, though.
What's the secret of happiness? And how do you deal with death? This is the moaning of life.
It's like, who's the mental one here? Is it me or everyone else? But we've talked about this before, haven't we? About the cloning thing.
Yeah.
That's a bit weird.
Yeah.
But I don't think it matters, because at the end of the day, right, you might look like some other kid, but it's the way you're brought up that will change your features and the way you are, you know, your personality.
If you lie, you get a long nose, don't you?
Well, no, but listen, right, because I remember when we, you know, I was growing up on this estate.
This is going to be good. Go on.
No, it's not. It's just an example of how this doesn't work.
Go on.
So we don't need to worry, sort of thing.
Sure.
Right?
Okay.
So, growing up on this estate, and there was this woman about 4 houses down, right, who's a bit rough. Alright?
Didn't fancy her.
Oh, God, no. Right, but she had a baby.
Well, tell me about her first. I'm interested in this woman. Why was she?
It was a very...
Was it like being a man in a dress?
I mean, I didn't grow up in a posh house or anything, and I'm not saying that if you live in a bit of a rough house, you're a bad person.
What did she look like?
But anyone can clean up.
Looked like Tony Green with a fag on.
They didn't clean up much, right?
Oh.
Which, even if you've not got a lot of money, you can still try and make a place look nice.
Yeah.
Right? But she didn't, and a kid used to take a horse into the house.
Sorry. Whoa, Neddy. What do you mean a kid used to take a horse into the house? Where did he get a horse?
Must have nicked it from somewhere. Must have done.
You've seen a horse in it? No. What, is that from outside the saloon round the corner? Yeah, was it just tied up with a bit of...
Right?
Oh, that's great.
I'd
Did
been
Big
out.
Jake come and looking for it?
I'd been out.
Oh. Sorry, let me get this. This was before the lynching stopped or after.
Where did he get a horse from? What do you mean he must have nicked it? His mum said, where'd you get that from? I bought it. All right, then. But keep it out the kitchen.
I don't want you going Catlin rustling.
Where did he get a horse from, Carl? And how long did he have it for? Was he leading it or riding it? Mum, open the door, I can't stop!
I can't stop it. Open the patio door as well,
Looks like we got us a runaway. What do you mean?
I don't know, but the thing is, they couldn't afford to buy one because they're not cheap. So I'm just guessing. Maybe that's wrong of me. But I think...
He had a horse?
Yeah, right. So
that's why the family didn't have any money. They'd spend it on the horse.
No, I don't think, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they would have bought it. So anyway...
Yeah, it's wise to whisper, Carl, in case they're listening.
Yeah, and
they could be in the room next door.
It's not buying it, it's keeping it as well. Oh,
so I was like in the car with my dad coming into the avenue, and you used to have to drive down it to turn round. And, and you know, sort of go back to our house.
You had the traditional method of transport. Yeah.
And the horse was in the lounge.
Reading a paper.
Just like walking around.
Oh God! What?
And when I was doing, I tried to earn myself some money once by flogging little flowers in plastic cups.
What? This is genius. It just keeps coming. What do you mean you're trying to flog little flowers? What do you mean?
Wait. Let's play a record. Let's play a record and come back to this, because it's always going to just unravel and unravel. It's going to go on for hours. Let's play a track,
deeper
Carl.
and deeper. It's like an onion, isn't it?
We've created a whole world here where there's a man living with a horse.
Just walking around the lounge.
I come from the West Country, I've never heard anything like that.
I just think of a big sort of like orange carpet and it's got a rediffusion telly and this horse going, I'm fed up in here.
Exactly.
This is really...
I am not taking the rubbish out again.
Yeah.
Right, play a record. Let's have Velvet Underground. We've got that lined up.
Oh,
yeah, the classic from the first album, I'm Waiting for the Man. Let's come back to the horse in a second.
Little flowers in pots. What do you mean?
Classic first album, Velvet Underground and Nico, which apparently peaked at a disappointing 171 in the US charts.
Think of that.
And that's obviously Lou Reed, the Velvet Underground, and Waiting for the Man.
Yeah, great track. So, we were talking, we were doing White Van Man, and we got onto,
genetically modified babies, but
and
somehow
then Carl started telling a story about someone with a horse, and then he got onto, he was trying to make money selling flowers. Just do the flowers briefly.
Well, hang on, I just want to recap slightly. So there was a family, and who had the horse in the family?
It was...
Because you lived on an estate in Manchester.
So the mother was a right pig, apparently.
Well,
I don't know whether that's
you
relevant.
don't need to go that far.
But
what I'm trying to do is, like, make a picture for you so you understand.
What a picture it is. Who did she look like?
Bit of a, and no disrespect to her, bit like Pauline Quirk.
Quirky, yeah.
Right?
Okay, I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be Pauline. Did she have any tats? Did she have any tattoos?
I've never got that close to her.
Okay, alright.
So who had the horse? Was this her son or her husband?
No, her daughter.
Her daughter had stolen a horse?
Yeah, from, I don't know where, there was I think there was some stables down the road or something.
And they kept the horse in the house with them?
They kept it in the house.
Did
they
get
didn't have
caught?
it for long.
No.
So, and you said you were in the house one day and you saw the horse in there?
What happened was, I was, they did this thing at school about raising money for charity, right? For some local charity. And they said you can do anything to raise money, and they came out with all these ideas, and I thought, that's good.
What was the charity?
But I don't know, I thought, forget the charity.
Yeah, that's just a good money making
idea.
idea.
So,
you're a charity.
So, so I asked me mum for some, cause she used to have a lot of flowers around the house.
Sure.
I said, can I just take some snippings off them? And, I'll go and buy some plastic cups. And, got some soil out of the garden, planted the bits of plants in them.
Yeah.
Got a tray.
Yeah.
Had about 25 plants on it, selling them for 25 pence each.
Excellent. Did you sell any?
Yeah, so loads.
So did you just cut, you didn't just cut them and stick them in the soil?
Yeah, they wouldn't have survived.
Oh.
But I think people sort of thought, well, good on him for trying. But anyway, so I went round to theirs, because I thought their house could do with a bit of colour and stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's a bit rough. So, as I went...
The horse went, thank God for that breakfast. They've been feeding me kitty cat.
So I got up to the door, and they opened the door, and it was one of them houses where no carpet.
Yeah, a horse in the living room.
You know.
We've all been there.
And the horse was walking around the living room.
Oh.
I looked quite happy and everything, because I always say that about animals.
Black Beauty was on. Yeah.
Well, think about it, right? If you were a horse, where would you rather be? In a little wooden hut with a load of hay? Or in, like, a house with a,
central heating?
Three-piece suite and a telly and that?
Telly and that?
No, but I was saying this the other day.
And an Atari.
Right? I was walking through London.
Commodore 64, rubbish.
Exactly.
Walking through London with Suzanne, right?
Yeah.
And you know, like homeless people always have dogs. And she said, "Oh, I hope she looks after it." I said, that dog is happier than most dogs,
right?
Because people always walk past and give it a pat on the head.
Yeah.
It's with its owner all the time.
Yeah.
It's out in the open. It's not locked up in a house.
Yeah.
It doesn't
You know what I
eat,
mean?
but other than that,
No, it does eat though. They're always all right. So that's what I was saying. I think this horse was doing all right for itself. Do you know what I mean?
Well, not many horses have got their own house.
Exactly.
For a start, yeah.
But anyway, that's
by the by.
Yeah. So anyway, this family, who's a bit what we were talking about. It was about cloning.
Genetically modified kids and all that stuff. Yeah.
Right now, what I'm saying is, you could say, you know, right, Steve, you could have a baby, right? And Ricky could see it and say, God, I want one that looks like that.
Yeah.
Right.
It could happen, Rick.
So
come on, work with him.
So you take it to the doctors, and I don't know what they do. They inject it with something or whatever.
Yep, that's how it's done.
Yeah.
And get a little baby, and there it is. It looks the same. Now the thing is, you separate. You both go off and do your own things.
Yep.
Right. Now, you look at Stephen. You look after your baby.
Yeah.
You treat it well. You give it good food and
I'm
that,
a good dad.
all the vitamins and stuff.
Yeah.
Ricky just gives it cheese. Right. So then it changes its looks. It goes a bit fat. You know, it gets tired easily, and that sort of thing. Now, when this family...
Why am I just feeding a baby cheese?
Right, this family had a horse in their house.
Yeah.
They had a little baby, and my mum went round and said, "You're not going to believe this, but it's a beautiful looking baby," right?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you know. And the weird thing is, it was a good looking kid, but as time went on, they didn't really look after it. And I'm not saying like abusing it, but it used to run around, it used to play out till like 10 at night.
Yeah.
It used to chase cars.
Right.
It was a bit...
Did it have hooves?
Yeah, no. Chase cars!
Right.
What sort of kid chases cars? Oh, God.
No.
Was it called Rover?
The weird
Did it catch stick?
It's Liam, it was called, right?
Right.
Now, the weird thing is, it was a good-looking kid, but as time went on, and all that, like, not eating properly and its hair was all patchy...
It's not Liam Gallagher, is it?
and chasing cars and that, and it became an ugly kid.
It's definitely Liam Gallagher.
And that's what I'm saying, right? You can clone all you like, but at the end of the day, it's how you brought up.
Brilliant.
Wow.
Whoa.
Life.
Wow.
That was a hell of a point.
Oh, God.
But am I right?
You're always right, Carl.
Quizzes. What I did was, when I was on holiday...
Yeah.
Right, you said, you know, come up with a new idea, right? So the best way of coming up with ideas is sort of,
thinking.
Sort of nicking a TV show name and then twisting it a bit.
Yeah.
So...
Or just rip off Simon Mayo's idea completely.
That's good advice for anyone out there.
I didn't...
Yeah.
If you're interested in ideas.
Carl is presently, running a course writing for TV.
Yeah.
And that's the lesson one, isn't it? Just rip something else off.
Just do an idea and change the title slightly.
Yeah,
well,
go on.
This one I haven't really got I don't know what to do on the game, but I'm thinking, strike it, Ricky.
That's all you've got?
That's
what you've come up with. How long did that take?
Through.
What is that?
I just thought it sounded a bit like Lucky. Forget that one then.
Yeah, forget that one. Okay, yeah, well, no, good. No, we all have hits and misses. Even Spielberg's, not all his films, you know, can hit the. Go on.
Right.
No, okay, no, it's a good. Go on. Yeah.
Do you remember Big Brother?
Yeah. Do I remember Big Brother? No, go on.
Big Mother, right? You call in. If your mum's heavy, you win a CD.
What do you mean? How can you prove that?
Alright, forget that. Right, ER. Here's one.
Right, ER. Good one.
No.
Yeah, no.
The Price is Right, remember that?
Yeah.
Right.
The Price is Ricky?
No. The Rice is Right. And what I do, I read from an Indian menu and a Chinese menu. You tell me whether you have pilau or egg fried.
He's a genius, isn't he? He really is a modern...
that one.
Go on then. Go into that. Let's go into this one. Let's not cross this off right away. Go on then. You read from what?
Well, I'll get a couple of menus from like an Indian and a Chinese takeaway.
Yeah.
And I'll go like, chicken korma.
Well, could I just suggest that, as it's an Indian, it'll be pilau, and anything you read out that is...
Yeah, but you don't know which one I'm reading from.
What, the chicken korma's Indian, isn't it?
Yeah, so you go pilau. But then...
Well, you might as well say Indian or Chinese!
No, because then the name wouldn't work. The Rice is Right.
Okay, yeah, I forgot you're working for the title backwards, aren't you? Okay, yeah. Okay.
I'm so confused. I don't know where I am or what day it is.
A programme that they've been in on Channel 4, right?
Can you cross that out? We're not doing The Rice is Right either.
I don't understand The Rice is Right.
No, go on.
I'll tell you that later. We'll have a game in the office, right? A game that they've been in on Channel 4, but has got really big viewing figures.
Well, obviously not.
Right.
Or they wouldn't be bidding it. Go on.
Do you know 15 to 1?
Yeah.
They're getting rid of that, right?
Are they?
I'm thinking 15 Taiwan. Get some items that are made in Taiwan, right? Get 15 items, and I say what they are, and then you go, oh, I bet it's the vase. Or something.
That's the one that's made in Taiwan.
Yeah.
Just explain that again very quickly.
No, don't, Carl.
All right,
Cross it out.
Forget that.
Cross it out. 15 Taiwan.
Right. No.
Oh, chimpanzee that! Monkey news, earlier than usual.
I'll have to save this link now. Monkey news. We've done a lot of stuff, right, on monkeys. And most of it has been...
Is bollocks.
No, has been like happy stories.
Oh, is this it's not... Is this going to be like our tune? Our monkey tune. Simon Bates, and welcome to our monkey tune.
No, but do you know what I mean? We've done stuff about a monkey that robbed a bank.
Yeah. Why is that happy?
He had a great life after that. Right?
What, in Marbella?
Yeah. Right, we did the one who saved someone's handbag in a railway station.
We've had a lovely marriage, couple of marriages.
Couple of monkey marriages.
Yeah, yeah.
There was the one who got a job in a railway station.
Yeah, the hairdresser.
The one who set up a business in Spain.
I don't even remember that one. But, I'm willing to believe that happened. Go on then, Carl.
But anyway, yeah. So today's isn't that happy really. It's about some monkey. I think it was a chimp.
Who's an ape? Go on.
It tried to. I mean, the story set us off at a sort of a weird thing.
Yeah.
It's something about he went to Russia to do some business.
What are you talking about, Carl?
It jumped past that bit though. It didn't start there.
What? Do
you know what I mean? It didn't tell you what he was doing. It just said, "There's this monkey went to Russia
to do some business,
do some stuff.
I don't know.
Bit of monkey business." And anyway, didn't work out.
So, they were furious. We wanted a surgeon. You send us a monkey.
Anyway, ended up being homeless.
Oh
no!
It's always taking a turn for the worst.
What? Couldn't even get into like a tree hostel or anything like that.
That's the problem. And
God!
Ended up homeless. Got in with some tramps.
I don't know where to start.
Come on.
Yeah, so he's knocking about with some tramps and stuff. You know, sharing drink and what have you around a little fire. They broke into some home, sort of squatted.
Right, so I'm not homeless anymore.
Problem was, he had a roof over his little area head.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, this is good. This is, we're having a good time. This is sorting me out."
Yeah.
He had his
He
mate.
said that in Russian though.
What was he eating?
I don't know. It didn't say. But they're in this house.
Well, he could only be eating sort of like fruit, nuts, vegetables. I mean, they classically sort of don't eat pork pies and.
But they've got McDonald's in Moscow now, so
sure.
You probably chow down on that.
Yeah.
Anyway, there was a bust. There was a bust in the flat that they were squatting in. All the other tramps sort of knew what was going on, legged it, left little chimps out there, got arrested. And they thought it was a real fella at first. They were like, get him, he's obviously just a scruffy bloke who hasn't had a shave and stuff.
Yeah.
Hasn't shaved his back for a while.
Or his face.
Yeah.
His head.
Got him down the station, and the boss was like, "What's going on here? We've got a monkey here." He was like, "What?" So you arrested a monkey.
Well, so the arresting officers hadn't noticed all the way to the station that he kept slipping out of the handcuffs and was going for the entire journey. They didn't notice till they got there. What, did they put a hood over his head maybe and just like,
I don't know. I'll give you the story if you want. There's the headline.
What is it? What's the headline, Steve? I don't want to see it, but...
The headline, this is once again from supposedly reputable news organisation Ananova, homeless monkey arrested in Russia.
Did you read on, or did you see the headline and make up that whole story?
Most of it is there.
What isn't there? What bit isn't there, then?
No, I think you know, Steve can have a look over it, check it out and stuff.
Point out the embellishment for me, Steve, will you?
Well, what it doesn't say is that the police didn't realise it was a monkey.
That's what I was guessing. Really? That they got it back and said, "What you doing? We've got a monkey here," and they go, "Yeah, yeah." Oh God.
There's some more monkey problems in the week. Have you seen the Alfords advert with monkeys in?
No.
There's a new advert out for Alfords selling bikes and stuff.
Yeah.
Got some monkeys in it. It's caused an uproar.
Why?
People are saying it's you know, dressing them up in tracksuits and that is
taking the mickey out of Manchester.
Just, you know, it's not nice for the animals and that. So there's been loads of complaints.
Will they get a free bike or something? Do they? I imagine.
I think they kept the tracksuits.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
Shall I record
that's the
after
thing,
this
though.
cheeky freak of the week?
No, I'm just saying we're not doing this to sort of again take the mickey out of the animals and stuff. These are true stories and that. But yeah, coming next, freak of the week.
We got to look into this. If anyone knows why Dumpty was an egg, if Hubbard eventually found a dog a bone, and what was the little one doing? What did the little one think he was doing? For God's sake!
When I saw my dad last year, he was telling me about a fella who's got some clothes you can see through. What's that one?
You don't mean the Emperor's New Clothes?
Yeah, what's that one about?
Well, that's a genuinely good little parable, that.
Yeah, because it's now used for people who are scared to sort of slag something off because it's sort of like really cool and they don't want to be the one that shouts it, and then one person goes, hold on,
Very
I've seen
briefly,
through this.
Carl, very briefly, the king wants some new clothes, right? He's the king, he goes, who's going to make me some new clothes? Various people come to me, he says, I don't like that, it's not interesting enough. One guy, who's just a bit of a con artist, he comes along, he goes, I've made you this magic suit, look, and it's nothing. He goes, put it on, the king puts on nothing, because there is nothing, but thinks there's something, because, you know, he wants to buy into it and everything.
And he goes, it's the finest stitching, he goes, look at it, can you see it? No, they asked say, only a genius can see how good this suit is. And the king goes, yeah, it's brilliant, yeah, it's great. And he goes out, and just, is it a woman or a little kid?
Well, everyone's applauding it, they're going, you look great, even though his tackle's hanging out, he's, you know, he's nothing.
Even though he's got a king-size, sort of like, bit of meat and two veg, wobbling, dragging down the street.
Exactly. And then one little boy goes, he's not wearing anything.
The king is in the Altogether. Know that one?
So, well, did anyone else buy one? Or was...
Okay, play a record.
Play a record, Carl.
Play a record.
Carl, just play a song.
Jesus.
That bunch.
Right.
And, I'm assuming there's some questions there, Carl.
Yeah.
Right, here we go.
If you're a new listener, the way it works, I give you a cryptic clue and some initials, and it sort of makes up a band.
Yeah.
Makes more sense when you hear it, I reckon.
Not particularly.
Wow, not really. Although
So-
people do get it. I just worry about the state of our listeners. Go on.
Right, so there's 3 of them. You email in ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
It's email only. I repeat, it is email only.
We are too lazy to answer the phone.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
here we go then. Number 1. There's normally 2 easy ones and a difficult one.
Sure.
So here we go. Number 1. Don't argue with him, he ain't going to change his mind.
Don't argue with him, he ain't going to change his mind.
Yeah, that's AA.
AA.
That's, yeah. So that's the
Don't argue
first
with him,
one.
He's not going to change his mind. What do you mean, Presumably you've got them written out, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about what the answer is, so I didn't write the answer down. To
Oh,
this one.
don't worry, they get it. Yeah, don't worry.
Well, you can't remember it? You came up with it, there's only 3.
I know, it's weird, isn't it?
No, it's not weird. It's incompetent.
Right, the second one, anyway, I hope you get this.
I hope you get this. Email in and tell us the answer.
This is a shambles, isn't
Hang
it?
on a
Come on,
minute.
keep going.
Go on.
He always gets what he wants and doesn't worry about anyone else. P.
And you don't know
You don't know that is?
I'm sure he'll come to me once to see it on email.
What do you mean? Once they get it, you'll agree with them?
I'll know if it's the one I had down as the answer.
This is brilliant.
Come on,
Imagine
it's
Jeremy Paxman doing that, going,
Yeah, University Challenge.
Is that right?
Go on.
Right, so that's that one.
Give us that one again.
He always gets what he wants and doesn't worry about anyone else. P.
But you're confused. I don't understand how you can be confused.
Yeah.
All right, what's the final one?
The third one, I'll have to put that woman in the oven. And that's AB.
All right, quickly give us them again.
Right, so the first one, don't argue with him, he ain't going to change his mind. That's AA. He always gets what he wants and doesn't worry about anyone else. That's P. And I'll have to put that woman in the oven. AB.
All right.
Okay.
Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
I'm going to play a classic track now by Neil Young, Alabama. It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Neil Young, Alabama. Carl is still confused. He's waiting. He's biting his fingers, waiting for an email to tell him the answer to the clue he made up but can't get. I love that as an experiment. As a I mean, that would confuse psychologists, that you come up with something that you can't get. It's brilliant.
Yeah, you came up with the question, you don't know the answer.
And you expect them to, but you can't, and you made it up. Look at your face, like play some adverts.
All right, no, I don't know. You just
Wow,
we've
not. Even Jonathan Ross couldn't save this show.
No,
it is the only A celebrity I know.
Yeah,
I'm all out of ideas. I thought we'd have a trivia game. That's rubbish because he can't read.
All right.
Yeah, and that's what is it?
So are we knocking the trivia game on the?
Yeah, yeah.
Should we, let's have one final question.
What's the answer? I don't know. I don't know.
For the Pope one.
I don't know.
We couldn't even figure out the question, Carl.
What's the stone? What's the stone?
Hang on a minute.
Just entertain yourselves at home while Carl looks for the question.
Anthurst.
Amethyst.
Amethyst.
Yeah.
Amthurst. No, she was the first woman MP, I think you'll find. Amthurst. Ruby or Diamondo.
So have you got maybe a final question?
That's still
Carl,
one on it. Okay, do a decider and then we knock this on the head.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Where? What?
Who?
Have you not been practicing in all these? We've had ads, we've had music.
Oh, where? What?
Rick, I don't think we should call ITV later with this.
Maybe he was talking about Jonathan's inquiry about sartorial elegance tonight. Where?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Maybe he's just like summed up that conversation in
What's
just
the
two.
most expensive?
You'll like this. Peter the Great. You ever heard of Peter the Great?
No.
Okay. Well, anyway, Peter the Great had his wife's lover
Oh.
executed.
You'll love this, Carl.
Right, so his wife had a lover, he had him executed, and he put his head into a jar of alcohol, and his wife had to keep it in her bedroom. Do you understand? That's every time she saw, every morning she'd wake up, and there was her lover's head in a jar.
Who took his head off? He took his own head off.
Play a record.
Play a record.
She had a lover, and oh, never mind. Never mind. Mad World on XFM. We just had a text, Rick, from Andrew Barnes. He says he watched the same documentary, it would appear, as Carl did in the week. And he says here, just to clarify, the leech nose man got it up there when drinking from a muddy stream. And he goes on, one can only imagine the frightenedness he experienced.
Oh, Carl. Explain to him once more what happened with Peter the Great.
All right, so we've got Peter the Great.
Yeah.
Okay. And his wife had a lover.
That's
on the
another
side.
man.
Another man.
Not Peter the Great.
She was having an affair with someone else.
Right.
And Peter the Great, he found out about that. Okay.
Yeah.
So he sliced off this bloke's head. He killed him. He executed him.
Right.
You with me so far?
The fella who
Oh,
she
Jesus.
she was seeing for a bit.
Yeah, there's only two fellas involved.
There's two
there,
people
though.
involved. One's Peter the Great, the other one's
Right,
not.
right.
The guy that's not Peter the Great...
Derek the Terrible.
Derek the Rubbish.
Yeah.
Right? He's having an affair with Peter the Great's missus. So Peter the Great slices off his head, puts it inside a jar of alcohol to preserve it, and puts it in his wife's bedroom. So every morning she wakes up, she sees her dead lover's head.
You'd have thought he wouldn't have wanted to remember, wouldn't you?
Oh.
Best bury the head so she don't remember.
Well, it was a reminder so as not to put it about.
And did it work?
Oh, I don't know.
I love that. Again, that to me is an amazing thing to do. And you go, did it work?
I mean, you've got quite an interesting mind, actually. I mean, you are, in some ways, really, really bright and intelligent. I love the way you think. You're one of the cleverest blokes in some ways that I know.
Ricardo says I've got common sense.
Well,
yeah,
and that's more important than knowing about, you know.
But it's what you really It's like you follow the subplot, which is quite an interesting thing. Do you know what I mean? It's like you tell you a story, you'll always pick up on something that I didn't even think was an important bit. It's like you're always you're looking out of the window all the time.
So what's important about that head thing?
What do you mean?
The head in the jar.
It's a grotesque thing to do. It shows ego, power, cruelty, and revenge.
Although I think it probably did work because he is called Peter the Great.
Yeah.
So you'd assume he got it right.
Yeah.
I don't see how you can query that. That's the sort of facts you give us. You see now, you're on the other side of the fence, and you've got questions just like we've always got questions.
No, but in Karl's thing, it would have been. Turns out. Some weird happened, right? And he was still alive.
Yeah.
And so she was still having sex with body. And his head was watching.
Yeah.
And Peter the Great didn't even know.
See how he's perked up? I understand what you're saying. Now, I've learned some other stuff, so I'll see if I can, you know, educate you a bit before 3.
But I want to know, see what, I'll tell you what education I want. I want to know what sort of things I can buy this weekend.
Butt plugs?
No. Have you got any adverts?
Oh, yeah.
I've got another fact for you, Karl. Might be of interest to you. This is the final one. The ancient Babylonians had What?
Can I just stop you there? What's a Babylonian?
My head's gonna burst! What do you mean, what's a Babylonian?
I've never heard of one.
No, but we'll work out, what's an Evertonian?
Someone who supports Everton?
Well, or from?
From Liverpool.
Yeah, so what's a Babylonian?
He's from Baba.
Yeah, well anyway, some people from Baba, ancient Baba, they didn't have very many doctors in those days, alright? Because they felt that illnesses should be left to the wisdom of the public, right? So if you were sick, okay, you were placed in the city centre, right? And then a passerby...
Outside Baba.
Outside Baba. And a passerby who had suffered from the same ailment, or who had seen it treated in the past, they would pass by, they would give them advice on how to be cured. Do you understand? So there'd be no doctors, just people passing by would see, they'd say, what's wrong with you? And they'd say, well, blah, 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 I've had the same thing, here's some advice. And pedestrians were forbidden to pass such an individual without inquiring about the complaint and prescribing for it if they knew how to.
So hang on, so there's someone ill.
Yeah.
It's outside the town hall.
Yeah.
People walk past, go, what's up with you? They go, oh, my foot hurts, and they go, you've got to do this to get rid of that.
Yeah.
And were they ever right?
Well, what do you mean?
Were they ever right?
Well, how do we know?
What are you telling me?
What?
What have you just told me? What am I meant to take from that? You just said strangers sort of say, you've got that wrong with you.
I think he's sulking. I don't think he's ever going to take anything we tell him again because we don't.
No, but I don't
like the fact
understand
that goes, monkeys can do armed robberies, and we go, no, they can't.
I don't understand what the problem is.
But how is that different from telling me that a Chinese woman ate dirt? How is that not the same sort of thing?
Because that's weird. Someone sat in Trafalgar Square going, I've got a headache, and I go take some Nurofen, isn't shocking. I'm not a doctor. I've given a bit of advice.
But neither is the dirt lady. She's not particularly interesting. Neither of them are particularly interesting. I'm just trying to give you an example of the same sort of drivel you feed us every week.
Would you sort of have tea round at her house? It's weird. The Chinese woman.
Right, so it's weird. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. It's weirdness that you're interested in.
See, I thought that you were actually interested in sort of interesting sort of stuff.
But if it's weird, it helps.
Karl, any New York related pun song titles?
New York.
Not New York, New York, or anything with New York. That's to it. Just something a little bit more lateral.
Do you know anyone who lives over there who's a native New Yorker?
Good one.
Nice.
Well, I said no New York though, so do one without New York in the title.
Do you know anyone who's been born in the USA?
Well, that's not specifically New York, is it? It's a big place, you'll say. So it's got to be to do with New York, but not mention New York.
Well, so it's a. They're living in the city.
Well, that's any city. That's any
what you
city.
said.
Yeah, but it's any city. It's got to be.
It's exhausting.
Well, think. Positively 4th Street. We just said loads there.
Yeah, well, you've had first dibs. Hang on a minute. The world.
That noise is actually Carl's brain just turning over. Go on.
What's the one about one big apple?
That's what's one. That the world is.
Yeah.
Right, I know what he's thinking of. The world's just a great big onion.
Joe the taxi.
Well, that could be anywhere.
But a New York taxi.
But no, but that's not the title of the song. If it was New York Taxi, it would be banned anyway, because it's got New York in the title. We had Big Yellow Taxi, that is New York, it doesn't mention New York, it's a Joni Mitchell song, it works.
Is that picture now on a freeze print?
What are the other streets?
Oh God! Carl! Okay, right. Say something that think of something to do with New York, then see if that is a title of a song, and then say it out loud with your mouth. So something to do with New York. Is that a title of a song? Does it have New York in the title? If it doesn't, but it is about New York, then say the title of the song. So far, you've come up with titles with New York in the title.
Can you think of any others?
Well, yeah, we will in a
Have you
minute.
got one on your head?
I don't. Yeah, because you said that we had first dibs. You just saw how quick we just came up with them then. So come up with one.
What's the name of the statue? Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty.
Is there any songs with Liberty in?
Well, there's that's well, yeah. If they're about the Statue of Liberty, I'd let you have that. Crosstown Traffic.
That could be any city.
No, but it was about New York. It was about crosstown. It was about crosstown traffic.
What's the one about?
Jesus.
Where the streets have no name, just numbers. Who sings it?
Isn't that
You too?
You too, yeah. There you go.
You could have had Angel of Harlem. That would have been easier.
That would have been easy, yeah. And the streets do have names down
I'm not sure
sort of
that is
downtown.
about that town, is it?
Well, they haven't got names. Where the streets have no name. Where's that? New York.
Is it? Are you sure?
Where else would they be?
Well, there are some streets with names, there aren't there?
Yeah, there
Baker
are.
Street.
Yeah, down south on Soho, they've all got names.
Yeah, but it's where the streets have no name. The streets in New York have no name. They're numbers.
No, some of them have names.
Where?
Well, we
New
just
York?
named some. Bleecker Street.
Yeah, I'm talking about New York.
That's in New York! It's what Simon and Garfunkel wrote about it.
It's down in Soho, Bleecker Street.
I don't want to play.
What's your pet's hate?
Just when there's shit somewhere.
What?
Oh, there's shit somewhere and you can't find it and it stinks.
What?
I hate that.
Isn't that funny? I didn't get that. What do you mean?
Just what have you thought?
Faffing. Too much faffing. Like, is people always like you can't do that? You have to phone 5 times. You have to put you on hold. People
Oh, you just mean an annoyance.
What did you think he meant?
He said a pet hate. I thought, right, okay, yeah, I would have said
Sorry,
faffing.
what do you mean?
What do you hate about having a pet? When there's shit behind the
Okay, good night, everyone. Okay, because
I don't word it like that.
I've known him for 10 years, and that surprised me.
Hang on,
That
faffing.
fucking surprised me. I've never. I'm really sorry about that.
Right, faffing,
A
yeah,
pet hate.
faffing.
A pet hate. When you're asleep and it licks your bollocks. What?
No, all right, I got the wrong end. Yeah, faffing, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck me. That's great. Cheers. XFM are bringing new listeners all the time. I've heard 4 or 5 a week.
Really?
Yeah. New listeners
Wow,
tune
man
in
alive.
to XFM 104.9.
Radio 1, beware.
Yeah, yeah. And, we might take it for granted the people that know who we are, know who you are, know who Karl is.
Sure.
Now,
listeners,
if you know, if you're a regular, then you know exactly who we are. But, for those of you who don't, I'm Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais, a BAFTA award-winning actor and, and writer.
Steve Merchant, all those.
A friend of yours.
Yeah, yeah. And this is the important thing. Karl Pilkington.
Absolutely.
Our producer. I say producer, he was the bloke who was lumbered with a job. When I said, listen, I used to run the desk in the old days when I was like, I used to press the buttons and run the desk and everything. And now I said, listen, I've been on the telly. I do not press my own buttons. And Karl said, well, I don't really work weekends. And they went, well, you do if you want to keep your job.
Absolutely.
And we were lumbered with him. And then we discovered that he's not just a little dork, a little manky sort of idiot.
Sure,
He's got nice shirt. He's got, you know what I mean? He's got something else.
Absolutely.
He's got a
He brings
certain,
another dimension, yeah.
Yeah, and, he started having a little chat and we discovered that he had quite a lot to say.
Well, I think you're absolutely right, and I think, I was wondering maybe we should maybe play another tune, but after that, I just think we should re-familiarise our radio audience with Karl, and any new listeners, just somehow gonna let them get to know the real Karl again.
Well, if you are new, you'll find that we like some old songs, some new songs, some chit-chat. We get serious sometimes, there's some tears and some laughter.
Yeah.
We kicked off with Oasis' new one, Little by Little. We're gonna go back in time now to Iggy Pop and his Stooges with I'm Bored. Iggy Pop on board on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais.
Steve Merchant here as well.
Yeah, little Karl Pilkington. Well, to reintroduce or introduce people for the first time to Karl, I think we should have a...
Yeah, maybe sort of a kind of a quick Q&A, Karl, and we don't need sort of lengthy answers from you. We don't need lots of detail. You know, it can be just a couple of sentences.
Just to get
to
a
answer each
flavour of who
question.
you are.
Yeah, so firstly, name obviously Karl Pilkington. Age, Karl?
I'll be 30 next month.
Really?
This month? No, next. Where are we?
I don't think we need to ask any more questions.
I think we've done it.
That's it.
I think we've
Welcome
done it
to the world of Karl Pilkington.
I think that, I thought it would take 3 or 4
I thought
questions
it was going to be at least,
to really explain
that was the
Karl
first
was
question.
about. Oh,
Absolutely
God.
incredible. But,
Well,
I don't know if you saw the thing the other week about the fella who's on that quiz show.
Who?
Sort of
Oh, right, okay.
gay
Who?
fella, straight, sort of man, woman. thing.
What are you talking about? Tell me what did you see? Tell me what you saw.
It's
This is like a kid come running in, and he's seeing something frightening. Could be an alien, could be a ghost, could be a paedophile, and you've got to get exactly what actually saw out of him. Right, what did you actually see?
It's just this fella who's a woman.
Right. Right, okay, right, try and talk like a human being. Right.
It's a quiz show that's coming on the telly, and it's this woman.
Right, is it a fella who's a woman, or is it a woman?
Bit of both. That's why I'm talking about it.
But what do you mean? Is it a pre-op? Is it a transsexual, a transvestite? Is it a ladyboy? Is it an hermaphrodite? What is
I'll tell
it?
you about it.
Well, tell me.
I'm telling you. It's a woman. Well, it's a man.
Oh,
No,
forget
listen,
it.
listen.
Play record.
No, listen.
come on. What?
It is a man. He is a man. Well.
Oh, Christ's sake!
It's a TV programme where they've got this man who's
Transvestite or television?
It is a transvestite, yeah.
So-
But the problem is, I'll tell you, just because you don't know about it, the programme is...
I don't know, I still don't know about it. I don't know anything about it, still. I don't know. It's a woman, man, woman, man, woman, TV programme, look, TV.
No, it's a man who is now sort of half a woman. And...
A man who is now half a woman!
No, well, this is what's weird about it. He's got the top half, but not the bottom half.
What do you mean? He's got breasts and a wig? But he's still got his boys downstairs.
Why do you do that?
His caps and the boys
What
are
do you do
still
that
there
for?
in his Y fronts.
Why is
but
that?
upstairs, he's got a lovely pair of dumplings.
Why do that?
Well, he's halfway through.
But why not get it all done in one go?
Maybe he couldn't afford it.
Well, wait until you've got all the money. That just looks a mess. And who's he pleasing there?
When he wakes up in the morning and
everyone.
pleases himself, he can't believe his luck. He doesn't know where to start.
No, but what I don't understand, I mean, you know, I don't want to seem...
Well, can I just
seem
finish that
ignorant.
sentence? What you don't understand is just about everything.
Yeah.
Right,
No, I find it weird, right? I sort of get... I understand the gay thing, right? But...
Do you? What do you mean?
Well, you know, I know...
Well,
I
tell
know,
me the gay thing. Explain the
well,
gay
I
thing.
just know if you're a fella, you like men. I don't know much more than that.
What do you mean you don't know?
But what I mean is, with a transvestite, what's going on there? What do they want?
Now, transvestite is a cross-dresser.
See, I don't get that either. Because...
You mean a transsexual?
That's a man who likes to dress in women's clothing. It's not necessarily... They're not necessarily gay.
They're
or
not gay.
straight
They're
or
often
anything.
not gay.
They just happen to like wearing women's
Those clothes, right, yeah.
But then why not wear women's clothes that could be seen as a bloke's... Like Suzanne wears jeans.
No, but they... Yeah,
Just
but that's
buy
the
women's
thing.
jeans.
But that's their problem, is it? They like being seen as a woman. They like being seen as a woman. It's not just that it's more comfortable, or they'd wear a kilt. They like being seen as a woman. They feel more comfortable.
All right, and what's the deal with this fella who's got...
We don't know
both?
who this fella is.
No. We don't know this man who's half a woman.
He's called Miriam.
Oh, that's helped.
yeah. Brilliant. I love this scientific basis.
No, I
So
think-
all he's done, he's had the tits done, he's probably had the hormones, probably lived as a woman for a while. The last step, because you can probably reverse the breasts anyway, because they're probably implants and hormonal things, and whereas you chop your knob and boys off, that's, you come back the next day and go, sorry, I didn't mean that, I wanted my ears pierced. It's a bit more of a bigger operation to put them back. So doctors are probably making sure that he's just up
Surely
to
if you've had the top half done, you're not going to go back on what you've said.
But no, what's the top half being done? I could get you breast implants, give you a bit of hormonal treatment.
Now
and
that
you
would
could
be a great idea for next week.
and you could reverse it. What you can't do is grow a knob back.
Well, you can. Last week we were talking about growing one on your arm.
Yeah.
We've done that.
We can, so that is possible. But the thing is, the truth of it is, I think I do know about this story. I think it was a television programme called There's Something About Miriam. The conceit of which was that this pre-op transsexual...
So I guessed that right, yeah.
Was masquerading as a woman.
Right.
And various blokes, who didn't realise that this was a man, had to
I've heard
try
about
and
this.
seduce her. And when they found out that it was actually a bloke, and a lot of them had kissed
I agree.
her, they refused to let it be shown.
I
and there was a big
agree though.
outrage.
That's just terrible.
Yeah.
That's
It's
deceit.
absurd.
But I mean, that's awful. I heard it. I hated that.
Yeah.
Karl, the human body is one of the things that you're actually genuinely fascinated in. This is one of the things that you admit is quite amazing, and I think we all agree with that. Here's some quite incredible stats and facts about the human body. What do you think of this? 50,000 of the cells in your body will die and be replaced with new cells, all while you're listening to this sentence.
Go on.
Well, that's it.
What's the sentence?
That was the sentence.
What was the sentence again?
Well, it doesn't matter. The sentence doesn't matter. 50,000 just dying and being replaced in that time.
But what are they doing?
Different cells do different things. Some are taste buds. Some carry hemoglobin and oxygen to other cells.
Yeah.
Some are skin. Some are liver.
I've heard about skin. I've heard a lot of skin, sort of.
What? What you heard? A little rumour about skin. You ever heard of skin? What?
It's just... It
keeps
just,
all your stuff from falling on the fucking floor?
Well, it's the thing that makes you what you are as well, isn't it?
What do you mean?
More than anything.
Why?
But without the skin, you're just a skeleton. You look all the same.
No, you're not just a skeleton, no.
Other than your lungs and your heart and your kidneys and stuff. What I'm saying is,
I know,
went to
and
that,
all the flesh on top and all the blood vessels and all
I
the...
went to that bodies exhibition.
Yeah.
No, you're right. This is it. He knows all about the human body and science because he went to the bodies exhibition.
Do you know where the German fella cuts bodies up?
Yes.
Now, he had a load of people on show. Could have all been the same family. Because everyone, without the skin on their head, looks the same. Other than height, everybody looks exactly the same.
And that's why racism is so stupid.
Well, it's a good point. Good point, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's saying that, though, I did think most of them were Chinese.
Well, there is obviously so much to discuss, Ricky. I wonder, in an effort just to provoke some initial thoughts, if I can offer another quote from the great Carl Sagan, who said, Advances in medicine and agriculture have saved vastly more lives than have been lost in all the wars in history. So quite a...
Yeah, just shows you shouldn't really worry about war.
What do you mean?
Not a big problem, is it? Obviously. So, that's a good point there, Carl. War's not as bad as a lot of people make out. What do you think, Carl? Overrated? Too much fuss about all...
Well, I don't know anyone who's died in a war, but I know loads of people who have died from, you know, cancer and what have you. So is that going on Carl's quote? Does that work? Is he right? What did he say?
Good, well, we're off to a fascinating start. A mate sent me a story on email about a bloke in China who has this weird illness that means he can't have his picture taken. That's not the weird bit. If he tries, his body doesn't appear in the photo.
Don't talk shit!
He has had group pictures taken and everyone appeared apart from him.
Don't talk shit!
The
That's
story
bollocks.
had a picture next to it of a family photo and it said he was stood at the back, but you couldn't see him.
Right, he wasn't in the picture.
He was in the picture.
No, he wasn't in the picture.
I've done loads of tests and stuff.
No,
on him.
I haven't done loads of tests. This is bollocks. There's no way this is scientifically possible. What's his want? Yeah, now he's wanted. Just a white bit of paper up on the police wall. Have you seen this man? What man? If you see him, tell us. You're talking shit.
I did my new book at home, you know, all the writing and the drawings and that, which, you know, should be a pleasure to do, really, you know, working out of home, but it wasn't. The amount of noise from downstairs, they've got builders in at the moment and they're ripping the place apart, they're knocking down walls, they're drilling all hours. It's been doing me head in, there's dust everywhere, I've been breathing that in, which made me ill a bit. So that's when Ricky said, you know, if I wanted to get away from the noise and that, I could use his office to work in. But it can be just as hard to work in there sometimes.
Is that annoying?
A little bit.
Gotta keep it clean. Gotta keep hygienic, haven't you? You were complaining before that you were ill. So you keep your surroundings clean, then you will never get ill, will you? Oh God! Oh God! That was amazing!
So that's why I decided, you know, it'd be easy just to work at home in the end.
We've just recorded T4. It's stressful for you, isn't it?
Well, stressful.
Yeah.
Don't enjoy. You see, I've never done interviews for a job or anything.
No.
And that's what that feels like. You've got to impress them. It's that thing at the moment of a USP. What's your USP?
Yeah.
One of Suzanne's mates got a son.
Yeah.
Who's must be 16 or something.
Yeah.
Went for a job interview at Waitrose. That's what they asked him. What's your USP?
Really?
Stacking beans.
Yeah.
You don't need a USP for that.
You didn't even want a job, did you? You didn't even go to school.
Yeah, I didn't like school. There was no payback there for me at school.
Of course, what education is the payback?
They didn't teach me anything of any use. I'll tell you what they should do at school. I'll tell you where I learnt most stuff from.
Go on.
Bullseye. Jim Bowie. General knowledge. There's a maths bit in it where you're adding up.
Yeah.
Spelling. Let's check it with Bully.
Although current affairs would have them in trouble, wouldn't it?
But you don't really need to know current affairs. I think
Because they
it gets in the way.
change.
They change.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Are you listening, kids? You don't need to know current affairs. You don't need to go to school. You need to get Challenge TV. What advice would you give to kids today? There's someone watching there, you know, they're, I don't know, 13, 14, maybe worried about exams. What am I going to do?
We're not
with my
worrying
life?
that much, are they? They're sat on the internet like that watching this. Turn that off from the start. That's a starting point.
Okay, well, not yet though. Don't turn it off yet, because
Well,
Uncle
we can if they
Carl,
want, it should
Uncle
be.
Carl is going to give you advice. I'll play a young kid, the young teenager, right? Right, and you've got to inflame my quest for knowledge, my quest for excellence, my quest for achievement. Okay, right? All right, Carl.
Right. What do you think about when you sat there now?
Just nothing. Just thinking that I wish I was sitting here more. In a way, I'm sitting here enough, and I wish I was sitting here more.
Yeah, I couldn't handle a kid like that, to be honest. You're that gormless. I mean, it's today's youth like that.
Don't give up. Don't give up. Okay. Okay. Right. What if I was like this? Right. Right. Right, Carl. I'm fed up. I don't want to do anything with my life. Life's never going to get any better for me.
Well, maybe it isn't, actually. If you're like this... No, you can, because there's no point building you up and making you have this dream that you're going to be a professor or something if you look like that. There's more divs in the world at the end of the day. And sometimes we have to accept that there is kids at home watching this who are like that. They're probably going, oh, yeah, it's like me. They are like that, and they're not going to get anywhere. So there's no point building them up and saying, don't be like that. You could be a lawyer, you could be a solicitor. They're not going to be. There's a lot of idiots in the world. So, live with it. And this is what we need to do. We need to get out there and say, this is how it works. Educate them.
Okay, so let's do this then. So it's with the seeds. You're not giving me a... so I'm a starving African. Hello, Carl. Have you got any food? Got any food? Got any sandwiches?
Well,
I'm
I
starving.
have, but if I give you my sandwich,
yeah.
there's someone else behind you, and they'll
okay.
all come out.
So what are you going to do then? What are you going to do?
I'm going to help you.
How? What are you going to do?
I'm gonna make you think about how to make food.
Oh, okay, right.
Have you ever grown anything before?
No.
Right, well, here's some seeds for potatoes.
Brilliant. Oh, thanks, Carl. See you later. Do I just put them in the ground, yeah?
Put them in the ground and water them.
Oh, there's no water, you dopey cunt.
There is some
No,
water.
there's no water, you dopey cunt. That's why we're starving, you dopey cunt.
Right, well, at that point, that's where I go, well, this is a lost cause here.
Right.
There's no point.
Can I have your sandwich after all?
No,
or
you're
what?
not having it. You're not having it now.
So not only can I have a sandwich, you give me seeds with no water, you useless, bald-headed fucking twonk.
Right, but there's got to be another way round this.
Go on then.
Either move,
right?
Because every year they're going to be queuing up saying, "I'm hungry, give me a sandwich." No, you're not having another sandwich.
Once again, it's an utterly ill-informed discussion.
XFM 104.9.
Sorry, I was going to
Sorry,
back
go on.
announce that track and just mention it was Elliott Smith and the track Son of Sam.
Well, I think I'd just better ask Carl a couple of quick questions about Hitler. Then we can get on with our lives.
Okay, we can tick that particular box.
Yeah, put that. Yeah. Okay, Carl.
Put that particular dictator to bed.
It's week 3 of his education. You've nailed Rasputin and Che Guevara. I don't want to lose complete sight of those. I'll maybe ask you a couple of those in the week just to so you keep your mind on it. But Hitler.
Tell us the story.
What have you learned?
Do you want to ask some questions?
No, not really. Just sum it up in a minute. What do you
Can't
think?
do it in a minute.
Well, can I ask some questions then? Where was he born?
Austria.
Tell us about his early life.
Right, he was a young lad.
Brilliant.
What in his early life? Okay.
Yeah.
What's the name? His mum was his dad's second cousin, which is a bit weird.
Yeah,
that is weird.
They had 5 kids.
He's going, yeah, it's usually first cousin where I come from. Oh, that's unfair, isn't it? There's no need for that.
There was 5 kids, but only 2 of them, including Hitler, including him and his sister survived. The others died at an early age.
Okay.
Right. Anyway, so they grew up, and the mum died and the dad died and that, and he thought, oh, what am I going to do? Because he didn't do well at school, didn't have many qualifications.
No.
Liked art.
Did he have a GCSE in history?
Liked art, right? And then, so he said, right, I'm going to go to Munich. I missed a bit out, actually. Jewish people were in Austria, he didn't really like them.
Okay.
He thought they got, special treatments and stuff, and just didn't like him. So he went to Munich, and he joined the army.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was in the army, and he got injured.
Right.
So he went to hospital, and whilst he was in hospital, the World War One ended, and he was like, "Oh God, I want to."
I was enjoying that.
Yeah, well, you know. So don't, because you're breaking the concentration.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm not even sure I want to join in on this one, just in case.
Okay.
Right, go on.
Right. So
He was in hospital.
He was in
War
hospital. It gets a bit better. He's never that fit though. He's one of these blokes who was always ill. Was on something like 30 tablets a day or something. Comes out of there, joins some other army.
Right.
God, you know, I knew it all this morning.
I can see it running to ground. I just see his face going, I'm not nailing the fact, am I? And joined another army, and he was
Listen, let's try and help you. So
Here's a good bit. I remember this bit. He thought that war to men, right, was like childbirth is to women. That's how important he thought it was.
All right.
Right? So it's like, you know, you fight for 9 months, and at the end of it, you own something, right?
Yeah.
So, he goes on and all that. He's in Berlin.
Yeah.
And he's fighting his way through, like, you know, trying to take over countries and that. And he does he do Berlin? Does he?
Sorry, wait a minute. Is he Chancellor yet?
What year is it? 35.
So let's skip the kind of climb to power. Then he's now the dictator of Germany.
Right, he's in charge, yeah. And this is when, you know, he gets his own back on the Jewish people and that, and he's got his own little armies, and he's setting fire to Jewish businesses and all this. And anyway, cut a long story short, he
please do.
He when he came to like fighting Britain,
yeah,
came a bit sort of unstuck.
Yeah.
Right. Started fighting.
Not
back.
so easy, is it? This world domination, Adolf.
Britain was there. France was helping out.
Yeah.
Americans were helping out.
Yeah.
So he
well,
thought, oh God. So
a bit late, but yeah.
He goes into a bunker in Berlin.
Yeah.
And it's all kicking off.
Yeah.
And apparently, like, Germany sort of surrenders.
Yeah.
Says it's all over. Forget it. We can't beat you. He was really annoyed with this, and he thought, oh, I can't show my face around here. So he.
Because it would be embarrassing.
He's with his missus, who nobody knew was his wife.
Right.
Eva, in this bunker.
Yeah.
And so he said, I've had enough of this. He shoots himself.
Yeah.
She poisons herself, and the chauffeur buries them or something, or burns them.
Right.
And in all the time he was in charge, 50 million people died.
So that's 1918 to 1945.
Yeah.
Between
it felt like that.
Between Travis and the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Next week. That's fantastic.
That's remarkable. I have to say that you sort of lost your grasp somewhere along the line, because you started off confidently, but you lost your
I've had a really busy week, and last night I was like whizzing through it.
Sure.
And then this morning I woke up, and you know, Suzanne had been away for about 3 days, right?
Yeah.
I hardly spoke to her. She's been busy, I've been busy. First thing to say when I wake up, oh, just ask me some stuff on Hitler.
You are romantic. That's great.
That's how stressful it's getting. But I knew it all this morning, honestly.
No, but that's fine. I think you've summed up the, you've done that. Right, just for a bit of balance, I've got your next week's homework. It's the same series. There's little books. There's tiny little books, just 3 inches long by 2 inches wide.
Crammed with so much information. There.
Winston Churchill. There you go. You'll enjoy that. Yeah?
I'm getting a bit bored now, though. This is what happened in school.
Think of the listeners.
Did really well in infants. Once got to secondary, lost interest.
Was it the breakup between you and Harris?
And Zoe? I wondered if, you've spiralled into something there.
Yeah, because it's like all these other, these men of history, they always had sort of things happen in their early childhood, didn't they? Maybe yours is the Zoe Harris dress incident.
Well, let's just refer to it as the Zoe incident.
Yeah.
From now on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Winston Churchill, the bit I left out in the Hitler story, Hitler was scared of this man.
Yeah.
And I can tell you something else about Winston Churchill.
Go
on. He said he can remember being in the womb. And he was born in a public toilet.
Play a record.
Welcome to Learn Guitar with David Brent. This week, we are going to warm things up a little. This is out there. This is a proper rockadoodle dandy, this one. It's a little bit naughty, you know, the internet. Let's say adult themed. There are a few rude words. No, come on. We're all grown up. Although if you have got any young children nearby, please discreetly take them out of the room now. If they're yours. If they are your children only, obviously. This is about my life, I suppose. I work hard, I play hard, you know that. And it's about me repping. I'm on the road all week, but I always make it back to Slough for the weekend. Compulsory. I don't think I've ever missed one. Go back and see the lads. I hang out with people a lot younger than me. Most of my mates are in their 20s. And they're blown away by me. They go, I cannot believe you're in the late 40, whatever. And I go, yeah. They go, but you're the most childish out of all of us. I go, cheers. They avoid me sometimes. I used to say, oh, where are you going? Oh, we're going down so-and-so. I go, I'll see you there. They're not there. They've gone somewhere else to avoid the embarrassment of me turning up. I find them. I find them. My round, I go, all right. Yeah. No, I love buying. I love buying the rounds. I love buying the rounds. I go, put your money away. I go, oh, you're all right. I go, yeah. See you next week. They go, oh, we can't make it. They'll be somewhere. I'll find you. I always find them. But this is about that. It's just about, you know, enjoying the weekend, living for the weekend, living for your mates. And that's why I have to work so hard in the week, because it does cost a lot buying for, you know, 6 or 7 people every round, 2 nights a week. But yeah, any money left over, you know, spend on this. My money. Better than saving it, isn't it? I do wish I had more money.
I work so hard just to pay my bills. I play even harder, yeah, life kills. Now I'm burning rubber on the M25. Got a crazy weekend, some won't make it out alive. 'Cause this is my day. Thank fuck it's Friday. Yeah, this is my day. Thank fuck it's Friday. I wake up Sunday feeling Saturday pain. Try and clean up 5 white shirts on the road again. A week in cheap motels, yeah, I'm earning my bread. As long as I'm back for the weekend, I sleep when I'm dead. 'Cause this is my day. Thank fuck it's Friday. Yeah, this is my day. Thank fuck it's Friday. Yeah, this is my day. Thank fuck it's Friday. Yeah, this is my day. Thank fuck it's Friday. Thank fuck it's Friday. Thank fuck it's Friday. Thank fuck it's Friday. Thank fuck it's Friday.
This song A little bit of a foot stomper. Quite hard-hitting, very social. I like to sing about issues.
Bringing up baby on your own is tough. Working 2 jobs just to earn enough. Yeah, she could have been an actress, she could have been a star, but she went too far in the back of a car.
Now this guy is very interesting. Kenny, in South Africa.
Yeah.
You talk about him now, he's this kind of extraordinarily rich man, isn't he? He surrounds himself with beauties. And you talk about, so Kenny asked me to get in the pool with him, you say, and all the women, so surround himself with all these women, that's just one of them there.
Yeah.
But I didn't like the idea of that. There wasn't really enough room to have a proper swim, as there was a woman in every space. If I had to try and do the breaststroke in the pool, that's exactly what I would have got.
I don't know, for me it was, I couldn't be doing with that, having all these people around all the time.
Yeah. You're quite well off now, aren't you? You've got your nice big house and everything. Has
I'm all
that
right.
made you happier than you were when
Yeah,
you were
it was the thing that I always wanted. That was the main thing, a house. I'm not bothered about, I've told you, clothes aren't anything. I don't wear jewellery because it irritates me. Holidays, the last thing I want to do when I'm not working is get on a plane because I've been flying about. So really, it's always just been the house has been the main thing that I've always wanted, my space. And I'm happy with it, and I like doing work in it, and I'm happy to have people round, but I'm happy to get them out as well. I'm really house proud. Yeah. If you come round, if I ever said come round, I say, oh, can you take your shoes off?
Do you? Are you one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight away.
Shoes off.
No matter who it is.
Really?
Yeah, the gas man, he hates it.
I bet.
He's like, oh, do you know how many houses I go to? And it's like, well, if that's the case, you should have those coverers.
Yeah.
I'm not inviting you.
What's so special about your flooring that the shoes will?
Because it's clean, isn't it? I've cleaned it. I've got a steaming mop. I've got one of those Vax mops. I keep it clean. Like I say, I'm house proud. And the point is, I didn't ask for the gas meter to be in the house. I didn't ask for him to come round. I'm always sending my own readings. They're always sending an email saying to give us a reading. So why is he coming round anyway? So if you're going to come round and hassle me when I didn't ask you to come round, they don't make an appointment. They just come round and go, I'm here to read your meter. Well, bring some shoe coverers. Because whilst I was in Japan, I had a sperm test. Have you ever done that?
No, thank God.
I went into, no, it's all right. I mean, it's quite, it's good.
Picture on the when I was on the plane coming back from here, there was a picture of this new luxury hotel. It'll be, I think, $10,000 a night to stay there. It looked extraordinary. It was a hotel, and the best rooms were built under the water, under the sea. Wow. So it was the best hotel we've ever seen, but surrounded on all sides by glass, and out of it you could see the sea, the sharks, the fish.
I don't think I'd like that.
No.
But that, again, that's just one of them hotels where it's over the top for over the top sake, isn't it? Like where they have 12-course meals. Well, just have 2, but make them bigger, rather than dragging it out and there's the first course. A couple of
snails.
Yeah, it's just for me all that is.
Don't eat a snail. Don't have one snail. Eat one big tortoise. If you want slow food, don't have loads of little snails. Here, there's a giant tortoise. Tuck into that. Feeds 10. But it's what you were saying before. When you start having to take a risk with food, like the fish that can kill you if you eat it, don't bother. There's apparently a delicacy in Japan, again, someone could verify this, where they eat a live little octopus. And it can stick to your throat because it's obviously fighting for its life. I mean, good. Again, you don't need to eat a live octopus. What are you thinking? How cruel is that?
Well, how fresh do you need your food? it's not, do you know what I mean? But I always remember this story when I was a kid about some bloke who, a bit sad, this story, but weird. He had throat cancer, right? And his doctor said, carry on with your life, right? It's not going to be that good, but just carry on, but don't eat meat. And he was like, oh, I love meat. He's like, yeah, but just don't, have your veg, plenty of vitamins and stuff, keep yourself strong, but don't be eating that anyway. He was fed up because he loved his meat, and his wife was feeling a bit sorry for him one day, and thought, you know, I'm sick of him looking fed up and that. All he wants is some meat, for God's sake, give him some meat. So she goes to the butcher's, gets him a big piece of, like, steak and what have you. He can't believe it. He's like, oh, brilliant, cheers for that. Anyway, he's got the meat on his plate, just about to tuck in, and the cancer comes out from his throat. What? No, I know, it sounds really weird, but it's something that I was told about years ago when I was growing up.
What are you talking about?
It was just some bad illness, some cancer thing, and it sort of, it was coming out waiting for the meat. It was sort of dying.
Again, a lot of your medical knowledge is from
the film Alien.
So this guy with throat cancer, okay, as opposed to it being a disease of the cell.
It was like a living.
The alien.
So it was the animal. It was the little animal cancer.
That's why
what
he
are you
wasn't allowed to
talking
eat
about?
meat. He wasn't allowed to eat meat.
So it's sitting there. So it's actually sitting there and so. Well, I'll tell you what I'd have done if I'd have had some cancer in my throat. I'd go, there you go, rid of that. What are you talking about? So what happened?
He choked to death on this thing, and the wife was like, "Oh, I shouldn't have given him the meat after all." Just
that's a bollocks story.
It's all. There's loads of weird stuff like that that happens in medical stuff.
Well, the terrible thing is, if you got testicular cancer and you eat meat, your bollocks come out of your trousers, and they're all over the plate, and you have to be asked to leave the restaurant.
The other thing that I was told when I was younger about medical stuff and that.
Who's telling you this stuff?
My mum told me about it.
Jeez.
Because she always says to me dad, because he has too much meat, and she's always like, you know.
Remember the
fellow with the
troll in his throat.
But my gran, she had something wrong with her eyes, and they sort of took them out, and they were just dangling on her cheek, and she could still see through them. They were operating on her.
Yeah, you would have, yeah.
They sort of say.
No. She wouldn't have been conscious though.
No, they were then. Cause it's something to do with the eyes, and it's like. No, it's no good operating on eyes if your eyes are asleep.
What do you mean your eyes are asleep?
It's like a heart, isn't it? You want to keep them awake.
No,
so keep
what do you mean
open.
you want to keep them awake? What, heart surgery is blokes awake? Stop talking shit all your life.
What I mean is they don't stop the heart. They sort of...
They don't stop your heart because it kills you.
Yeah, I know. So what I mean is it's like the eyes. They wanted to make sure they were working. So the only way to do it is keep her awake.
No, it's not, because you don't know whether they're working or not. You can't see what she sees. What do you think? You can plug something in and see what people are thinking.
It was something like that.
No, it wasn't something like that.
Well, she could see. She said it was really weird. How, like, you know, you can see...
She could see her knees.
That is bollocks. Oh, chimpanzee, that is only gone and written it down, the little...
That's the jingle for Karl's diary, excerpts of which we read each week. Get straight into it. A band from the Conga have won the Best Newcomers in a Radio 3 competition. They use pots and pans for instruments. It says that the Conga is a poor, sad place. So why do people do that happy dance at the end of parties called the Conga?
Right, one is the Congo. There's no place called the Conga. They come from a place called the Congo. Where do you come from? Okie dokie. It's a terrible place that we don't know whether we put our left leg in or our right leg in. Sometimes we shake it all about.
We're not sure if we should.
But Conga! Fucking hell, you're such a...
Went into the gadget shop today. It's full of stuff that we don't need. Gadget used to be a good word that made you think of James Bond with all his gadgets. The best thing I could find in the shop was a clock that ran on potatoes. We are definitely going backwards.
I agree. Well, who cares about that? You know, a little electrical impulse, so what?
Had a night out with old schoolmate. Found out about more of the other lads I went to school with. One is living underground.
What do you mean living underground? Not like a mole. Do you mean he's got a basement, or do you mean he digs a hole every night?
My mate went to visit him and he said it had been raining really heavily and that, and it's all the rain's running in.
What do you mean he went to visit him? He went down here? What's that? That's an hole in the ground. Yeah, come in.
He just said, oh, come round and see us, and he's living underground.
What do you mean he's living underground?
He wanted to be in the army but was turned away, and that's the closest thing you can sort of...
How is that similar to
living in the army? Oh, that's exactly like the army, yeah, where they teach you trades and, you know, engineering and flying.
He's happy down there. He said it was really muddy and what have you. He said he won't be going back to visit him.
What's he got down there?
Just stuff, just like a sleeping bag, a lamp.
He's dug himself a subterranean cave.
Near my old infant school, they knocked it down because it was like a wreck. You'd be in the class and you could lean on the wall.
Yeah,
and your hand would go through it and stuff. And they knocked it all down, and I think that's when he was at his most happy, this bloke.
I believe this, though. I believe someone he went to school with now lives in a hole. That doesn't shock me. Whether the tales I've heard of horses in houses and big-headed kids with webbed hands and feet, and him, I believe that someone he went to school with now lives in a hole. That isn't bizarre to me.
You spent far too long with him, if that, now you're just happy to accept.
I totally accept that. I'd be surprised if I walked round where he lived that there weren't more people living in holes. His dad wanted to throw his budgie on the fire.
True.
His budgie died, his dad said, let's throw it on the fire. I mean, his mum, what did your mum do when your budgie died?
She just was worried about the other bird that was left, so she made it a bit of company by getting a rock, getting a feather off the dead budgie, sticking it on the rock, putting it in the cage.
So, a man living in a hole is not that bizarre. Right, carry on.
I read me science magazine. Some things I learnt from the science magazine. Number 1, space is running out of space. We should stay out of the sea because shark attacks are up.
Yeah, probably 4 a year now.
Well, he just says here, we should just stop going in the sea.
Yeah.
There's no need for it.
Exactly.
Why is there no need for going in the sea?
Just because there isn't now, is there? We've got loads of land. So just, one or the other. We walked out of the sea. Now, this is what I mean about going backwards. Getting back in it again. We came from the sea originally, now we're going back in it. Don't go in it. Unless you're in a boat.
The rules, according to Karl Pilkington.
The rules of Karl Pilkington.
Oh, God.
Did the podcast and then went for a walk round Manchester Square. Years ago, a woman lived round there who had a head like a pig. She was known as the Pig Woman of Manchester Square. That made me think if there were other pig-headed women knocking about London.
Do you know what I mean? Why was she nicknamed that? Why not just the pig-headed woman? That suggests to me like there was loads of pig-headed women, and that's the one of Manchester Square.
Right.
Well, no, it was more to do with identifying her, not amongst other pig-headed women, but go, have you seen the pig woman of Manchester Square? I.e., go down there and see the pig woman, it's in Manchester Square.
What happens if she's walked off from there, though, and you go, well, no, but I saw one on New Cavendish Street?
No, well, she'll always come back if you rattle the feed.
Watched a film about Hitler. Didn't watch all of it as it was subtitled. Can't be doing with that. Asked Suzanne if cinemas are full of deaf people when they're showing subtitled films. She said, shh, I'm trying to watch it. I said, what do you mean, shh? It's subtitled, I can make as much noise as I want.
Yeah.
She's a lucky, lucky woman.
You must be a joy to watch a subtitled film. I mean, the concentration is up there already. I mean, it is hard to concentrate. It's not as easy as when you're hearing it, because, you read things, but, it's possible. If you had a buffoon going, I'm just going to sit here and make as much noise as I want, what's the point of that?
Yeah.
What is the point of that? I mean, it's possible, but why do that in a cinema? Just walk into a subtitled film and go, right, everybody, let's all do the conga.
Well, yeah, or during ballet. Ballet, they're just dancing. You don't need to listen to the words, just have a conversation. We're having our bathroom done. The bathroom man was round at 9 this morning. We weren't allowed to use the shower because it all had to be bone dry before we could use his waterproof filler. Not that waterproof, then. Went for a brew with Ricky. We talked about monkeys and how they are closer to humans than they are to apes, and how bees will drink cider to get off their heads. Now and again there is a bee that lets the drinking get in the way of the work, and other bees sting it to death. Blimey.
Yeah, well, there's bees. They love a drink, and they will drink pure alcohol. They drink 100%. They drink ethanol. I don't know why. They love getting off it and they fall down and they're drunk, right? A bee can take in the equivalent of 20 litres of wine, right? But some bees get addicted in the same sort of percentage as human addiction, like 10% of bees, they can't get enough of it. They take ethanol, they take cider apples and that. And then when they get back to the hive, they go in a bit pissed and they've got guard bees and they go, come on, we've all had a drink.
Bouncers.
Yeah. They sort of are, right? And they push them away and they push them away again. Then the next time they go, right, I've had enough. And they give it a good hiding. And Karl couldn't get over this. I saw his face But I knew that he was thinking of that bee with sort of like eyes rolling around his head, a little bit belligerent with his jacket on backwards.
Yeah.
You know, and the bouncer going, come on, son, we've all had enough. Let's move away, move away.
You're not coming in, right? You're wearing trainers.
Yeah, you know, you're wearing 3 pairs of trainers, and I'm sick of it, you know.
But what I did find out, because I went home and went on the computer trying to find out about drunk bees knocking about, they're not actually meant to fly. It's only because they don't know. Fly. Well, no, but they're if they were told that you're not actually designed to fly, they wouldn't bother.
No, this is that thing that goes around that aerodynamically, on the face of it, looking at the size of the wings and the body proportions and everything, that it's a surprise that they can fly. Okay, it's not that no one's ever told them they can't, and as soon as someone tells me you're not meant to fly, they all fall out of the sky going, "Oh, what are we doing?" Like in a cartoon.
No, but it's something about the confidence and that. At the moment, nobody's saying.
It's nothing to do with the confidence. There is no such thing as confidence in bees. A bee never loses its nerve. That's not why it drinks. Because what are you drinking for? Just not confident anymore. There's no point to turn to the bottle. I can't go up there again. You're an idiot. Well, it's that time, isn't it?
What?
Rockbusters.
Oh, yes, the time that no one looks forward to.
Chimpanzee that, Rockbusters.
Right, so, gave you 3 clues last week, 3 cryptic clues. Some initials of a band or an artist you emailed in. Rob Harding got it, right?
Oh, nice work, Rob.
So, well done. The 3 clues, the first one was, RP for the initials, and the clue was steal that woman's flower, right? So that was a cryptic clue. The answer there is Rob Plant.
Rob
Plant.
I don't know who that is though. There's no artist called Robert Plant.
That's like Robert Plant. Robert
Plant.
Yeah, but you don't say that. You sort of go, oh yeah, I'm into
it. You do say it.
Have you got
it means
the
like
album by Robert Plant. Yeah,
Robert Plant.
They wouldn't go what?
I don't know. I don't know.
Plant.
Are you saying rubber plant?
The second.
What are you saying there, Carl? Though
the second one was. It
doesn't work.
The initial was B, and then that was keep whacking the cooker with a stick, right?
Yeah.
Didn't have to be a stick. We pointed that out. Just keep whacking the cooker.
Keep whacking the cooker. Yeah.
That was B. That was Beat Oven.
Beat Oven. I don't know who that is either. Is that a group?
Beat Oven.
Is that the Beatles? Who's the Beat Ovens?
Classical sort of stuff. Beethoven. Beethoven.
No, you said beat.
Again, they got it.
Hold on, wait a minute.
I'm just saying though. They got it.
It's bollocks.
Rob Harding got it.
No. Beat Oven.
Yeah.
It's not Beethoven.
They got it.
Do you understand?
The last one, the initial was M, right?
I just want to know who Robber Plant is.
Don't be worrying about Robber.
Because it's not a name. He's not the one in Led Zeppelin, is he?
So M was the initial. The clue was Venice. It's all water, isn't it? How would you describe it? There's hardly any land, right? So
canal.
If there's hardly any land, right, it's more water. What sort of water would you get, right?
Wet.
And then what?
Wetville.
No, but just like water that in Venice. What sort of water is it? It's sort of
muddy.
Right? No, not
muddy waters.
No, but how would you describe Venice?
What's the
If there's more.
But what's the initial again?
M. If there's more
muddy waters.
If there's more sea than land, what would you say? Would you probably say there's sort of more of it is sea, isn't it? More is sea.
More is sea.
More is sea.
More is sea.
More is sea. So that's the answer.
I don't know that.
Who is that?
Morrissey. Morrissey. So well done to.
That's the worst one you've ever done.
Well
it's ridiculous.
Done to,
that's the worst you've ever done.
It's ridiculous.
More is sea.
Right. If they're that shit, don't do it anymore.
So well done to Robert Harding. He's in London. Right, this week's there's another 3.
Oh
so,
God, we haven't even come to this week's. I forgot that.
Fuck, this is the last time we do this. Monkey News back next week.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, well, this is shit. This is pathetic. Really, it's making you look a bigger moron than you are. More is C. Robert Plant. They don't fucking work. Let's do Monkey News.
They're getting them right though. It's a bit of fun, isn't it?
Bit of shit.
Right. The first one, the initials ND. Right. ND. Who is it? Sing songs and that. Right. ND. The clue, that Jamaican fella doesn't want anything. So you've got to sort of imagine, why is it a Jamaican fella?
Yeah.
Right? That Jamaican fella doesn't want anything. ND. Second one, the initial is E. I ask them to pass me the ball by using their head. Right? It's a band or an artist again. I ask them to pass me the ball by using their head. And the last one, TR, the initials, TR, he's got the woolly ones, but I've got the ones that run and charge at you. What I forgot?
What?
He's got the woolly ones, but I've got the ones that run and charge at you. So what I forgot?
And what's the...
TR for the initials, right? Email in, podcast@rickygervais.com, we just pick a winner, send you some stuff. That's Rockbusters. Right?
Well, that's end of another half hour of... Could I just say this? Absolute drivel.
Yeah, I mean,
think.
really more than ever.
I mean...
can I be honest with you now, Rick? I'm embarrassed to put my name to this week's show because of the amount of twaddle that has been spoken.
It's my name on it, which is the embarrassing. But you know, let's take the village idiot that is Karl Pilkington. It's his fault because I realised not only has he got an head like an orange, he's got a fucking IQ of an orange. So it's goodbye from me. I'm not saying my name. Goodbye from Steve Merchant.
Don't mention, why are you mentioning my name? Don't mention my name.
But mostly goodbye from Karl Pilkington.
Mainly his fault.
Oh, he's only gonna written it down for a whole fucking year. Useless.
That, of course, signifies another reading from Karl's diary. This is the last one of both 2006 and on any podcast for a while. Let's make the most of it. Let's enjoy some of the wisdom.
I also think
Karl
it's the
Pilkington.
last time ever he will make an entry in this diary because you're not going to keep another one, are you?
I don't know yet. I might just get a smaller one. But I've found that since keeping a diary, I've gone out of my way to do more stuff.
Well, you say that, but...
Well, let's find out. Let's find out if that's true.
No, I have.
I read a bit in the news about people being injured while trying to cut open avocados. It's a food that ain't worth injuring yourself for. If it's a hassle to get into, or leave it to the experts. I have never bought one. I have also avoided coconuts and pineapples. The amount of hassle to get into these things outweighs the joys they give.
Yeah.
It's the same reason I never bought a pair of Dr. Martin boots. Too much hassle when it's time to take them off.
Yeah, a lot of my mates used to wear them in, like, the 80s. You know, you can't just kick them off, can you? It's a big upheaval.
You've got to unlace them, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, since I found shoes with Velcro on them, brilliant. Just the way... I don't understand why laces...
Is it because you can't tie your laces?
No, I can do it, but it's wasted time.
You're so lazy. Wasted time. That gives him more time to sit around and look at insects
How
eating
long does it
biscuits.
take to take off a pair of boots?
Well, it's
14
ridiculous.
seconds?
He can't fill his days as it is.
No, but I don't understand how some inventions sort of catch on and other things don't.
But this is what I mean. He's got too much time on his hands. Sitting around at home thinking, why are we not using Velcro more?
But there's
Why
one
are we
Velcro manufacturer going, yes, at last, he said what needed to be said.
Why don't you get it sponsored? Because you could wear a Velcro toupee. Because that would be great if we could do that. If someone could invent a little hairpiece for Karl, Velcro's the little bit of fluff he's got on the top of his head, his shiny orange-like head. Pop a little Velcro toupee on. I would love that. I would love to get him wearing a wig.
But why necessarily reduce it to a toupee? Why not some kind of carrying device? You know, he could carry goods and things around in there, sandwiches.
Yeah, he doesn't look like carrying a bag. Well, what about that? A little thing you carried around, a little Velcro thing you carried a pot on your head for your sort of like keys and trinkets and money and that.
Well, no, I've told you about that idea that's out there but hasn't caught on as well. The tie.
Right.
The tie with loads of pockets and stuff in it.
Yeah, but you got to wear a tie.
Yeah, but that'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? I've never wore a tie because I always think, what's the point? It's just hanging there in the way.
Can you imagine this image of Karl walking around in his big Velcro shoes, a tie with an apple stuffed in it, car keys, iPod?
No, but don't you think it's a good idea?
Would you wear it with a shirt and collar or just a t-shirt?
No, wear it with a shirt. That's what I'm saying. It's an invention that will smarten up the world. Now, a tie, what does a tie do exactly?
Yeah.
What does it do?
Nothing.
Right. So I'm saying make it do something.
But I'm saying don't wear it at all. Pop your keys in the trouser pocket.
No,
or
because
take a bag.
because the world is getting more and more scruffier, isn't it? When you look
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
When you look back at, like, Victorian times and everything, everyone wore a hat. Right, they wore a tie, they wore a suit. And it was a nicer looking place to look at. When you see it on pictures, you go, what a smart world that is.
Well, you can't see cholera and things on pictures, but sure.
No, but I'm just saying it's better to try and cover it up with a bit of, you know...
Cloth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The world looked nicer with more cloth. Whereas now everyone's rowing about scruffily. So what I'm saying is, if we make the tie more useful and give it a purpose, it might come back and the world will look tidier.
But a tie, its purpose is to look smart, really. Well, originally it was because we didn't have buttons, so it kept the collar up at the front. That was the invention. It was a useful invention, the tie.
Yeah,
it was called a tie. It tied together, okay?
Yeah.
So then, when we had buttons, that we didn't really need the tie, but it was a symbol of smartness, like saying, I've made an effort, okay? But now, that would go away. So now, you wouldn't look smart with a tie. They go, oh look, it's like a bag round his head with his apples and oranges and his keys and his sticks he's making a nest out of. So it would be scruffy. It would make the tie scruffy, so it would defeat the object. So now when you're carrying stuff round, I mean, crawling on all fours because your shopping's so heavy round your neck, they'd go, look at that scruffy fucker on all fours. Oh look at his lovely head of hair. It's Velcro.
It's a hat.
Yeah, well, that's the other problem, isn't it? I can't go back to a wig now.
My theory about reading old news is right. It's less bad when you know it's old. It was a story about a weatherman who was fired yesterday for having a nude picture of himself on the internet. But that happened 2 days ago. He's probably got another job by now. So old news isn't as shocking.
Well, old news isn't news, though, is it? It's olds. What are you doing? Just reading the olds?
No, but what I mean is, if someone...
Stick the video on of last week's news, I just want to catch up on the olds.
Yeah, but then it's still news. News is something that you don't know, isn't it? If someone tells
that's
you
everything to you.
That's information, Carl, not news.
Yeah.
But news is information.
No,
and
the key with news is the word new.
No, I don't think it is it? It's just information, but they tell you at 10 o'clock at night. It's like, what information's gone on? Bong. Here's some information.
Yeah, that you didn't know before because you couldn't have, because it only happened today. Bong.
Yeah, but never mind that. I'll tell you in a couple of days. It doesn't matter as long as you get the same info. Bong.
Yeah, we can't call it news, though, because it's misleading. We'd get done. It's called olds. Bong.
Yeah, but listen to me theory. What I'm saying is that if someone in your family, you know, it's Christmas and that, I don't want to bring the tone down, but someone dies in your family. Now, say if you're away on holiday, and they don't call you because they don't want to ruin your holiday, then you come home, and they go, Uncle Frank's dead, and you go, oh, when did that happen? And they go, 2 weeks ago. Now, because everyone else has got over it, it's not as bad for you. Because part of bad news is the way everyone's walking around moping, going, oh, have you heard the news? Frank's dead. But because everyone's got over it, time is a healer. That's what I mean about old news. It's better than new news.
But according to you, the only news that really matters is stuff that affects you. So it doesn't matter when you... there was an earthquake. When was it? Yesterday. Phew, that's all right then. Often the aftermath is worse than the actual event. 2, you only care about things that actually happen to you. So the doctor goes, you got a kidney stone. Oh, when did this happen? 2 weeks ago. Oh, that's all right then. Doesn't make sense.
No, but the world is...
You're not upset about dead Uncle Frank just because other people are upset. You'd be upset personally. Would it make any difference when they told you?
Yeah, but it is everyone else's emotions that make it worse, I think. Knocking around people who are miserable.
What about warnings? What about when they do things like smog warnings, or, you know, there may be a...
I don't like it on the news when they sort of say, news just in. I think, oh, what's this? You think, oh, what's going on?
But it might be useful to know it.
Important information.
No, it just makes you panic.
What? Yeah, but sometimes knowing stuff keeps you alive.
Yeah, I don't know if I like it. It's sirens, you see. I don't like sirens, do I? I've said to you, I think it's a scary noise.
Well, it's meant to be, so you get out of the way.
No, it's not meant to be. It's a sign to get out of the way. I'd prefer it if it... Like I said...
Hiya! Could you just move out of the way
it can be anything, as long as we know... It can be a chicken noise. But as long as you know
that's not going to freak people out.
No, but it sort of make you smile. But you'd go, oh, best get out of the way.
You're cycling along and you hear what sounds like a giant chicken behind you.
And you smile, because you know that even though someone is burning to death, there's something clucking in my way. Do-do-do-do, whack! Do-do-do-do, whack!
Oh, that's probably a guy having a heart attack. Going to my mum and dad's today. I'll cut to the chase, Rick. They basically, we got about 4 pages while they drive to his mum and dad's.
Oh, Jesus
I'll skip past that because it takes fucking forever. Got there, mum and dad, his mum made him some dinner. The old woman next door, brackets, whose man was a witch, just pop that in brackets.
Just pop that in brackets. I think we've discussed that before, actually, the old woman whose mum was a witch.
Whose mum was a witch?
Yeah.
Oh!
The old woman next door has been worrying because she keeps seeing adverts on the telly about changing to digital TV. She's saying she doesn't want wires drilled into her walls because they'll make a mess. My dad told her that it doesn't matter because it'll probably won't happen until 2012 and she'll be dead by then.
He didn't say that to her, though, did
No,
he?
he did. They've got, you know, she's old. It doesn't. She knows she's going to die. I mean, it's something we've all got in common. And he's right, isn't he? Why is she worrying about it? Maybe that's sorted it out. Put it into perspective for her. You will be dead when this happens. Don't be worrying about it. But everybody worries, don't they? You've got that little sort of hole in your head that you fill with worries. You know, everyone's got to fill that little worry hole with worries, and that's us.
Worry hole. Everyone's got to fill the worry hole with
assume that there's a worry hole.
A worry hole.
Don't be filled with worries.
I love the fact that, you know, doctors in a million years would dig this up and go, humans used to have a worry hole.
Went to bed around midnight. Suzanne and I decided to sleep tops and tails, because it made me get a bit more room. Me dad had cut a bit off the mattress to fit it between two cupboards. It's amazing how much of a difference it makes just sawing off a bit of the mattress. You sort of roll to the edge, but the weight of the blankets keeps you in. This is like something from a Roald Dahl book.
No, it's just, you know, you think anything, you can sort of trim anything, can't you? And it normally works. But with a mattress, I mean, he only took off, I don't know how long that is, but he's sawn off about that much on the mattress and then has stapled it back together again.
Amazing.
And it just makes so much difference.
Of course it does, because a mattress is a very carefully designed object.
Yeah, you wouldn't think so, though, would you?
Well, you
just
would
think
if you had a
it's full of
fucking brain in
sponge.
your nut.
No,
Someone took his brain out of his worry hole? Oh, God. He sawed a mattress in half. So we decided to sleep tops and tails. It just gets stranger.
So strange. Why?
He did it to make the room nicer with the cupboards on either side.
So he sawed a mattress in half.
Well, not in half.
Can you imagine how much hard it must be to saw a mattress in half? What did he use? What, a big electric saw?
Well, it must have been, yeah, because there's a lot of springs and stuff in there.
Jesus.
So what happens to the springs? They just spring out the side?
Well, some sort of stick out a little bit, but you're not lying on top, are you? They come out the side. So it's just got a bit of gaffer tape and a staple gun.
Unbelievable.
Hey, man alive. It's like...
Does he run it as a hotel? That's unbelievable.
There are squats with better bedding arrangements.
Well, we've had a bit of a bad thing in our house about mattresses and that, because when we first bought our first flat in Salford, you know what it's like when you buy somewhere, you sort of, you haven't got any money, have you, to buy extra stuff that you need. So, we bought a bed, right, but there's that rip-off thing with beds, where you buy a bed, but a mattress doesn't come with it, which I've never understood that. Because it's not a bed, is it? Without that mattress, it's not a bed. It's a car without an engine. You wouldn't go, there you go. Well, that seems cheap. Well, there's no engine in it. So we bought this, like, you know, flat and what have you. And we bought the bed. And then, like, oh, we haven't got a mattress. So my dad got one from Uncle Alf. No, well, from that Uncle Alf fella, because he had one in his van that he used to use now and again if he was, like, travelling round. He'd just keep in the back on this mattress.
Amazing.
A bloke who drove around in a van with a mattress in the back.
So
How
Uncle
terrifying.
Alf. So Uncle Alf, right? Well, tell me about Uncle Alf.
Well, you know about him, he's the one who slept in a dinghy.
Because his mattress was in his car.
I know, yeah, why didn't he go, oh, well, Alf, where's the bed? Left it in the car again. Oh, blow up the dinghy. Blow up the dinghy. I'm not going to go out and get there, not at this time of night.
So anyway, my dad got me his mattress, and it just stunk of diesel. And Suzanne was like, oh, I'm not happy with this. And I think she realised sort of what sort of family...
She's got herself into.
Stuff.
Wow, she landed on her feet when she got you.
So now she's always a bit touchy about, you know, mattresses and things.
Unbelievable.
Uncle Alf, of course, sadly passed away when he couldn't escape from his sinking ship.
The fire engines were too late. No one got out of the way because they were laughing so much.
The mad woman next door saw me and said, hello, Clive. You live in a nursery rhyme. The old man down the road, the old woman next door whose mum's a witch, Uncle Alf who lives in a dinghy.
This is like not a real place. It's like fucking Narnia.
It's a children's TV programme.
Unbelievable. Oh, God. Oh, just all of them there on this broken mattress trying to find the golden ticket. Oh, God. Oh, God.
The old fella down the road talked to my dad a bit. He kept bees in the back garden.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Here comes the bee man.
His Yorkie dog was knocking about when he was messing with them, and it ended up getting stung 150 times.
Oh, little bastard! What is he doing?
It's not dead, but it cost a lot to get all the stings out. I don't know why people keep dangerous pets and insects. The amount of gear he had to wear to play with them is barmy. I don't think he's playing with the bees.
He's not playing with them, is he?
Well, what is he doing then?
Well, I don't know, but I think you should get the dog the same protection.
Yeah, but that's just it, isn't it? It's like you can't mix your pets. If you've got a snake, you don't have a mouse. Do you know what I mean? They don't get on. And it's the same with them. Don't have bees. I can't imagine one bit of enjoyment. The only thing he does is the honey. And it's like, well, how much is that to buy? It's not worth messing about wearing a big white suit just to get some honey. There's a shop down the road.
Bees are kept for a very good reason, aren't they?
What?
For honey.
Yeah, no, but like I say, you can buy honey for next to nothing.
Where do you think... What do you mean? But where does the honey come from that you buy?
Yeah, from some proper bee farm. Let them do it. All he's doing, he's not making loads of pots of honey. He's looking after himself. And the thing with honey is it doesn't go off either.
No, it doesn't, no.
So get 10 bees, get the honey made, kick them out.
But you eat the honey, that's the point.
Yeah, I know, but
it doesn't. You can't eat it and then it's still there in the jar. It's not magical. Maybe in your world, no. Uncle Fred had a never-ending jar of honey.
But how much honey do you eat? What I'm saying is, it's one of them things in it that you buy, and you can move into a new house, buy some honey, and when you leave that house, that honey's still in the cupboard. You don't eat that much of it. So get 10 bees, get your honey's worth.
10 bees! Imagine keeping 10 bees!
Well, just get them to do the graft. If you've got loads of bees, they're not all pulling the weight, are they? Because they'll go, well, I'm not doing any, because I'll leave it to the others.
No!
Whereas if you've got 10 bees, you know that none of them are pulling the weight if there's no honey. That's what I'm saying.
No, it's not a workhouse. Bees don't knock around saying, I got a bad back.
Anyway, back to this reading from the twits. The news covered a story about a fish that knocked about 400 million years ago. It was 33 feet long and had a jaw strong enough to eat a shark in one go. All the dangerous stuff seems to die out, and yet things that you think wouldn't stand a chance, like worms, are still here, yet they have no legs or eyes. I saw a future human in the news article the other month about the future woman. She had 3 breasts. They looked alright.
Well, no, that's not... I can't see how that's going to ever evolve.
No, well, they say about how, about evolving and that. I read that, there's going to be ugly people. People are starting to go ugly.
Yeah, they're still going to have bilateral symmetry, I imagine.
I don't know what that means, but
well,
I'll tell you now, right? They're talking about, like, people who are just like, you know, you look at them and you go, oh, look at the state of that, right? And it'll get to a point when we're all so ugly that no one will have it away, and we're just going to die out.
Well, that's not true either. That's not true either.
That is the biggest worry.
Well, no, so...
That's the world's biggest worry.
So as we evolve and we change, our mindset doesn't change. We're still going, I wish we looked like they did 1 million years ago. I don't fancy anything.
No, but look how things do change.
But why are we all going to get ugly? I don't understand.
It's just the air and stuff, isn't it? It's just,
the air? Or the hair?
You know, the air that we breathe and stuff, and the food we eat. Everything's changing, and we're not going to look that healthy, and we're just all going to go ugly. You've only got to look at some stuff that's in the sea, and you think, look at the state of that.
What's that got to do with the human evolution?
But the stuff in the sea is still propagating.
Yeah, but they've been around longer than us.
But it's still reproducing, so your theory falls down.
But they're deep down, aren't they, in the dark, so they probably can't see what they're having it away with. If they were up on the outside, they'd have died out ages ago.
Why? Because they wouldn't fancy the other stonefish or
yeah, because they're really
sea slug.
odd-looking. I can't remember the name. I think it was a viper something. It was just a head.
But Carl,
the fish that's just a head. It was well ugly.
Watched a programme about the twins this morning. It was filmed 16 years ago. They are mental. They did everything together, including the vacking up. Phone calls had to happen twice so they could both have the same chat, and they said the same stuff at the same time. Well weird. The bloke who I watched it with, I don't know who that is, just some homeless guys that you just invited into the flat?
Just someone I've been sort of working with.
Sure, a mate of yours. He said he fantasised about having it away with a pair of twins. I don't see the point in this. If you're going to have 2 of something, I would prefer to have 2 different. Have 2 different women. If I had 2 cars, I wouldn't have the same one twice. Same rule with women. I don't even normally like buying the same pair of trainers twice in a row.
No, if you're going to have something new, make a change. It's like that fella who was going out with a woman and then left her and went out with a twin sister. Not worth it.
Not worth it!
It's not worth the upheaval, is it? Because it's exactly the same model.
I watched the final of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. It was between singer Jason Donovan, singer Mylene Class, and singer Matt out of a boy band. I had my money on Donovan, but Matt won it. I think it was because of his last task. He ate a fisheye, some grubs, a big fat insect that they have on every year, a crocodile knob, and a kangaroo anus. I feel like we've come there, Rick, to where we entered.
It was this time last year when we first started the podcast that we were talking about I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, and you coined the famous phrase I could eat a knob at night.
Yeah.
So it's full circle. It's just that the last series finished recently, and it was astounding that he ate a crocodile knob, he ate a crocodile eye, he chewed up and swallowed a kangaroo's anus, which I to be honest, I didn't know was a food stuff. Could you eat any of that?
If I had to eat any of them, it would have to be the anus.
What, really?
Yeah, more than the other stuff. I couldn't eat anything that's still alive.
No, I agree. I couldn't eat any of that. I don't know under what circumstances I'd have to go, right, that's it now, we're not going to survive, the ship isn't coming, there is nothing on this island I can eat, give me the crocodile's penis.
So it wouldn't bother me. I could eat anything. I could do almost all of the challenges on that programme, but I couldn't cope in the camp. I couldn't cope with the lack of food and the uncomfortable bed. That's all that would do my head, and I'd drive people spare, whinging and complaining.
I couldn't cope with any aspect of it except the physical challenges. I couldn't cope with sleeping with people snoring, the things crawling over you. I'm not so squeamish about that, like snakes and things, that's alright. But the eating is ridiculous. It's out of the question to eat a worm or a grub.
It doesn't concern me. I don't know why I don't see really what the difference in it. The texture's probably the same as lots of other things.
What would hunger do to you, though, do you think? Would you think I would change? Do you think, if it really was a choice, if someone said, and I knew I would die if I didn't eat worms...
I think you would, yes. I think you'd complain and you'd whinge for a while, and you'd try and put it off, and you'd hope a ship would turn up. But when it didn't, you'd start chowing down on a bit of crocodile anus.
But then where's the rest of the crocodile?
Well, yeah, that's a good
you've
point.
been eating that. How come I've got this? You know, you're meant to work together as a team in bad time, and yet I'm being handed an anus. Forget it. Let me starve. Well, here's the question.
This is going to be dynamite.
No.
No, I know. This is like Plato. Go on. I know it's going to be good.
Is being English a burden?
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Just because it's one of the... They say it's one of the most...
Are we the most hated nation on earth?
No. No, I don't think we are.
No?
No, it's the Americans, isn't it?
We're second, then, are we?
Oh, we always do so rubbish at Eurovision.
Yeah, I suppose so. What, Eurovision Song Contest?
Yeah.
I don't think you're meant to take that too seriously.
I think the embarrassing thing is...
When you've got people up there singing boom, bang, a bang, it's not to be... I don't think it's a barometer of doing well in the global market.
I think the problem is now that whereas England, for good or bad, was once it ruled much of the globe and a vast empire.
At its
now,
peak, the empire was 4 times bigger than the Roman Empire. What do you think of that, Carl?
Did we do anything though? When we had a lot of people, did we do anything? Because I think it's like a business.
Yeah.
When a company gets too big, you take on too many people, and then you've got places for people to hide. So even though you've got a lot of people turning up late for stuff, hiding, pretending they're doing stuff.
Yeah.
I'd say keep the empire small, but keep them all good. It's not about numbers. There's not power in numbers. There's a lot of laziness in numbers. Small group. Red Hand Gang. They got everything done.
The what?
Famous Five. Musketeers.
There's only 3.
You don't need loads.
D'Artagnan wasn't even one of them.
Well, not an official musketeer.
That annoyed me a little bit, because he was the main one for me.
Yeah.
D'Artagnan.
7 dwarfs. Got it all covered in 7.
What did they get covered?
No, they just had everything covered. If you wanted happy, come here. Feel like moaning, get moany over.
No, there wasn't a moaning.
Well, I don't know all the names.
Grumpy.
But I'm just saying to you, you got it covered in 7. Got it done in 7. Don't have 10.
Magnificent 7.
You're doubling up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always... But I'm just saying, so the empire, it's not about the amount of people. You don't need loads of people. England's tiny. but we used to be good at something. I don't know what we're good at anymore.
Good at war. We're always
Yeah,
good
but
at
when
war.
We don't do that anymore, do we?
Well, we did.
We're
We've had a
rubbish
war
at
recently.
stuff. We're not good at
We invented the
anything
language.
anymore. Yeah,
and
but it's a
that's it.
difficult language. It's one of the most difficult languages.
Yes, but
And
because we're
of that-
English, we don't have to learn any other language. Because everyone else speaks English. So we can go abroad and just speak with our native
I don't
tongue.
think it works like that. It's so complicated that we haven't moved on. Look at Germans. Apparently it's a really easy language to learn. They're brilliant at making cars and that now, because they're not still going, what's that word again? The amount of times I have to ask for a dictionary. Now, Germans, the language is really easy, so they can move on and carry on with stuff.
Just get on with the car.
Whereas we're messing about with language. It's complicated. It is the most complicated language. Look at the way, like, abroad, everyone learns 2 languages. Here, I haven't even learned ours properly yet.
I'd go along with that.
So that's what I'm saying. So how come other countries have got time to learn our language, but we haven't even learned ours yet? It's complicated. We made it way too complicated. Stephen Fry, he might as well be foreign, some of the stuff he says. I don't know what he's going on about. Just goes on with these words, and I think who knows what he's talking about? And we've done that. We've created that. We can't moan. We can't say bloody Germans have come up with that. We've created the longer words. So that's the problem with English. We make life difficult for ourselves.
Thank you very much.
All right.
What about teenagers? And do you feel that life was better in, say, the 1950s?
I don't know. I wasn't around.
So but you understand what it was like in those days. You've seen Happy Days.
I don't know. People always say, don't they? Old people always say, it's a better life in the 50s. And it's like, yeah, it was for them. Of course it was for them. They're old now. Being old isn't great, is it? So you're just happy with your lot. I suppose I was happiest in about 1984.
Right. Specific year.
Why? Why was that?
It's just I was free and happy. Do you know
How
what I mean?
old were you?
I don't know.
He's just counting on his fingers now.
12.
Right, okay.
And it was just good.
So the happiest days of your life were between the age of 12 and 13?
Yeah, it was good. I had the world ahead of me.
Little did you know your hair was going to fall out and you were going to whinge every minute of the day.
I had my bike. I like messing about my bike. You had your mates. I had a pet magpie.
So you were probably the teenager that you eventually hate?
Probably.
Were you a good lad, law-abiding?
I wasn't bad. I just sort of, just potted about. I mean, when people talk about what was on the telly back then, I don't have that much memory of it because I was always out. I was always playing out.
What were you doing when you were out?
Just playing about, just like on a bike or...
Just riding in a circle endlessly through blizzards,
I loved it.
rain, sleet, hail.
I never seemed to be in. I was always... When everyone always goes, where were you when Band Aid was happening? I was always out on my bike. And everything was
like...
like
you and McGregor?
A memory's always sort of like coming in for some orange and looking at the telly and seeing Princess Diana's getting married, and my mum says, have you seen this? And I'm going, oh, I'm going out on my bike. I was always doing that. The only time I was in the house...
This is why you don't know anything, because you never stopped.
Yeah, but this is what being a kid's about.
But
That's
all
what
the
I mean, being
information
free.
you have, Carl, is as though you've gleaned it as you raced by on a bike. It's almost like, every piece of information you have.
Your hair blowing in the wind. Carl, your hair will blow out one day. Oh, don't talk stupid, ma'am.
It was easy. So, yeah, 12 to 13 was good.
But you see...
And it was all downhill from then, was it?
13, you're a teenager then, aren't you? Life got tough.
Yeah. How did it get tough?
Just straight away when I was 13, my mum was like, oh, it's your 13th birthday, you're a teenager now.
Right.
And she gave us a quid to go and get a cake to celebrate it. Went to the supermarket, got a cake, and I just thought, I don't like the look of this. Don't like the look of the way the future is here.
On his 13th birthday!
Well, you were buying a cake. What did you see at the supermarket?
It was kind of like, I don't know, I suddenly felt grown up. I didn't like it.
But I think you were always about 58, really, with your outlook.
Well, yeah, my mum always said I was old. She said I was an old baby. She said I could frown before I could walk. So they always had a bit of a worried look on my face. Didn't say much, just always listened. My eyes moved about more than I did. Just sat there looking around, looking stressed.
My eyes moved about more than I did. Oh dear, I couldn't walk. Well, I can't walk, but I'll try and get a bit of movement in my face. It's a workout, a baby workout. Oh, babies, well, if you can't walk, what about your face? Let your face do the walking.
It sounds like that horror film. It sounds like Pilkington's Baby.
Yeah.
Just you lying there in your cot.
I didn't like all the stuff that's set up for you. Like, my mum tried to send me to, a nursery. I said, no, I'm not having this.
Just like that.
I said when I'm older and I've got to go, I'll go, but let's leave out this bit. And she said, all right. She was,
I love
love that he could reason with her. I love him. He's 3 years old with a pipe. She's going, you go to the nurse. She goes, I think not, Mum.
I mean, kids don't play out, do they? Kids, you know, parents are scared to let the kids play out, and that's why the streets are dangerous now, because no one's playing out on the streets. Whereas when I was a kid, everyone was out on the streets. The streets were safer because there was more people knocking about.
Right.
Let the kids play out.
It must be like a constant, like a Lowry painting. His front garden. Do you know what I mean? Just loads of people just
There was
walking
never
around.
any problems. I was sort of taken away by some fella.
What?
No, I was playing about in the garden.
Yeah.
But my dad's mate Tony,
Yeah.
he did tiling with him. He drove past, and he saw me looking a bit fed up, so he just leant over, picked me up, took me to the pub. Now the thing is, there wasn't panic. People weren't going, "Oh God, where's Carl gone?"
He's out.
Just.
How old were you?
He's taking the pub.
Yeah,
he's 4 years old. Yeah. Well, he's only having a.
He's down the pub with Tony, probably playing darts.
Yeah, I was about 3 or 4.
Sorry, so some bloke drives by who happens to be a friend of your dad's, thinks that baby looks grumpy.
Yeah.
I'm taking him down to the pub.
That's what it was
Tony,
like.
you bringing a baby to the pub? Yeah, I might do. Yeah, we'll bring in ours. All right, see you later, mate.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Whereas now they go, the baby's gone. There's a big full-on panic going on.
But I think it says more about your parents that they didn't do that. They looked out in the back car and you were gone. Some bloke's driving off in a van. They're just going, oh, well.
They rode down the pub.
Doesn't Princess Diana look lovely? This is absurd. So what happened when you got down the pub?
I just was there for a bit, and then...
For a bit, just had a game of pool.
Then my dad came in. It was like, oh, there you are.
Oh, there you are! I love that! Where's my baby? I'm just going to have a quick pint. Oh, there you are. All right, mate.
So, yeah, I think things were better back then.